streaming.
Thursday's stream.
That's what Thursday stream is. LOL.
Welcome to Thursday's stream.
That's fair. Question. You got anything I'm going to refer you to real fast? Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, wasn't sure if you want an energy drink or something.
I'm Gucci. Thank you, though.
No problem. Read that.
Alright.
Still want to come back in after that.
Yeah, let that work.
I'm like, yeah, so I don't care.
You're good,
You're back.
Alrighty. I know that. Alrighty, we're live right now.
Oh yeah, I'll actually pass this around to the server here. Second.
Let me know how everybody can hear them and everything like that. Let me know in the chat how everything is.
There we go. All right. Yay. Put that here. Should be good.
We got our man Dan Reviews and Mr. Heisenberg
What's good? What's good?
in the call for the Thursday streams. I don't know how you guys are all doing.
I want that methane gas.
I want that methane. You know, that was my favorite line of the finale when Negan just looked at him and he's like, the methane, goddamn methane. That's all you talk about.
That shit was hysterical. That shit was hysterical.
I love that scene where he freaking just got that shit in his mouth and lit that shit on fire. I was like, holy shit.
What a savage.
That was a
Truly.
badass death, though.
It
That
was.
sick, man.
Yeah, I mean,
My only gripe with the deaths in that episode is that we should have had one more. I liked Bruegels. I liked Ginny, which, yeah, rest in piss. And freaking, Dama, you should have killed the Dama. Fuck that.
yeah, kind of prolonged it.
And I wanted to see that fake ass little finger get killed, too.
Oh, yeah, you mean, that was his name, freaking, oh, yeah, Benjamin? Yeah, I don't know what the hell he is.
I just like my nickname for him. I keep calling him fake ass little finger.
Nah, he is like Littlefinger.
Literally.
When I saw him do that, I was like,
Playing
yeah,
that
I'm
both
like,
sides bullshit, yeah. I'm not surprised, honestly. It didn't surprise me.
You know, I love that scene, though, where freaking, they're sitting there, you got Negan with the food and stuff, and then he just flips the freaking table on them. I was like, oh shit, that's actually that's a good freaking diversion shit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, oh, yeah.
You can tell the writers almost tried to make it to where it's like, okay, Negan's going evil again. You can almost tell they tried to almost fake you out a little bit, and then they reeled that shit in with Ginny and Maggie stabbed him. You can tell they almost went there, and then it's like, oh no, not fully.
I think he did it to somewhat protect Jenny. I think that was the reason.
I think so too. Because they made it almost seem like, oh, he's going to be evil again. And then it's like, well, as soon as Ginny's dead, it's almost like, oh, I don't have to do this no more. Shit.
Right.
He protects the ones he loves, so.
Yeah, honestly, W's for him. Frickin', I gotta say, though, I'm surprised. The one character I'm surprised that survived, I was expecting him to die, easy, was frickin' Armstrong. I thought for sure they were going to kill him off.
Yeah, he's alright. He was alright this season.
Here's the thing with me is I liked him a lot in season 1. I'm actually a pretty big defender of him in season 1 because I thought his character was really interesting. I like the manhunt idea with him versus Negan, and then they kind of learn that they're not all that different and stuff. I kind of like that. Two, it's all he does is Maggie, you gotta get the methane.
Yeah, right. For real. Let me know.
I like the Babylonian stuff in season 1, and I don't like it in season 2.
No, that's another big flaw for me. That's why I removed some points, is because I found their arc this season just didn't really add up to much. It was almost okay, we've got them, they get ambushed on the bow. I would have just killed them all in the genuinely, I would have gotten rid of them, and then Maggie's squad survives, and then just move on with the story.
Really, the whole season, the new Babylonians was freaking cannon fodder to get killed.
You know when I had enough of it though, is when frickin' you had Ginny, who saved Maggie, but then she looks at Maggie 2 seconds later and she's like, "You're not anything to me." And then randomly she starts working with frickin' Colonel Lucia, who locked her in the frickin' cage in episode 1 to literally die. I'm like, Ginny just sucks, man. Oh my god, that character. I cannot stand her.
That stupidity is crazy.
That character.
I just don't get what she is supposed to be. Like, am I supposed to feel sad for her? Because you failed on that end if you did.
Right.
And then also, like, I don't really, like, I don't know. Like, it's like, am I supposed to be happy she died? I don't think I'm supposed to feel that. So, yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do with her. I'm glad she's dead, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy she's gone.
And I like how the Crow had just left his episode 7.
Yeah.
He just said, screw this. You know, that's one character I gotta say, though. They did a good job with him this season, because at least for me, because I think his character, he went from he had a 180, and then somehow they did the unpredictable thing. He actually survived. I was shocked on that. I'm actually happy, though. I feel like you can use him for good things.
Yeah, for real.
He's a good character.
He's an entertainer, really.
Oh,
You
yeah.
good? Join me.
Come with me, nigga. Huh?
Love it. It's freaking hysterical.
That and I like Frugal too, but
We could be
Frugal's
the.
my favorite character this season.
Frugal was the most entertaining. He was, yeah, I'd say Croat was my favorite, or I guess Melee. Frickin', and then, yeah, Frugal was great. And then I'd probably go Negan, and like Maggie, something like that. You know, I would have actually said Maggie was better than Negan, but then the finale kind of was like, I might prefer Negan this season. Shit.
Yeah.
The only thing I would choose Maggie myself is because of episode 7.
Yeah, she's a little dumb in that one. A little bit. I didn't like I didn't like when she almost killed herself and almost jumped off. I was like, nah, writers, stay away from that. That's actually dumb.
I don't know if that's the vibe I was really getting. I think it was more of just maybe trying to get over her fears. You know what I mean? Of looking down or something. You know what I mean? Being up so high.
Maybe that's what it was. It's like she almost thought okay, maybe if I stand here and shit. But the one part I'll never understand this. I don't care if Croat saved your life. Don't let him stand behind you while you're standing on the edge of a building after you almost threw him off. Because all you know, he gets pissed off and shoves your ass off the fucking building.
Yeah, that was that. I was actually a little concerned about that one. I was just like, that's putting a lot of trust into him. Okay.
Yeah.
And season 1, she ziplined off the building. So she is so afraid of heights.
They're keeping that consistent.
Yeah, because I know she was afraid when she did that, but obviously it was.
I would have been afraid to zipline across the building. You have to hold it off your own constraint. You have no type of protection.
Right.
You accidentally fall. You're dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a bad squat splat to the ground.
At least with her on the glass building, at least it was a glass building.
Right.
That was an intense scene, the frickin', actually, that was one of my favorite scenes in the season when you had her, she's on the glass, it started breaking, and then he just got the ladder in time, and then she frickin' got on it, and boom, it frickin' broke. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It was a good looking scene.
Oh yeah.
That and I also like the bonus jacket episode too.
Oh yeah, that was
great.
very
Because
entertaining.
people flying off the boat. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's like take out the bench.
Oh, I wish they did. Genuinely, they should have just done it in that episode.
Would have been entertaining.
Awesome character.
But they did.
My top 3 least favorites, it's funny, I don't like where the Dom is going, but I'll say this, objectively at least, my least favorite characters, or at least I'd say the worst characters of the season, honestly, take your pick with these 3, Colonel Lucia, Herschel, or Ginny. Of those 3, bro, oh, fuck no.
I could agree with that, actually.
I think what I don't like about Colonel Lucia, that she always gave the most mean, like the most ugly looking face in front.
My question simply is when she says like, "Oh, you're gonna break the law," I'm like, "Wait, what law?"
Yeah, for real.
The New Babylonians, they're just the pioneers.
Yeah.
Nah, they really are. They're the pioneers with, I don't know, with hangings, I guess. I don't know. Like I mean, you know what's funny? Honestly, my question is, who leads these people? That's something I actually would have been interested to know. Like,
Yeah.
do they have a higher up or something? I assume season 3 will probably go into that.
That'd be my guess.
Wasn't that woman we met in the first 2 episodes? I mean, she was compelled to governor, so.
If that was the leader, that's a weak leader.
Yeah, for real.
That in the second episode.
Yeah, we got like a round 2 apparently. Like, it's like, oh, that's New Babylon's second wave. I'm like, right? If I see, you imagine you see the leader show up in New Babylon, he like knocks Negan on the ground, and Negan's like, oh, who the hell are you? The guy just takes off his freaking like mask or something. You see fucking Dwight? I'd be like, what the fuck?
Ah,
That would be cool.
that would be.
I think that'd be cool. That would get me more interested in the plot.
That would be. Talk about a twist. No lie. That'd be a crazy twist.
Honestly, Brett, I think they should do it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I would do it, and I would say that they stopped Annie and Joshua from leaving on their way out, and you'd actually see Dwight save Negan's son and show up as the leader of New Babylon, and you'd be like, okay, holy shit, how'd this happen? Like, that's, okay, there's a lot of explaining to do.
Oh yeah. You know, you could make it work though, because you know, Dwight and Sherry didn't really have too much. You know what I mean? When they went back to the sanctuary, you know what I mean? Went back, you know.
Which was dumb anyway, because they went back to a friggin' destroyed piece of shit, so genuinely, I would just say they were on the road, and then they found the crew, and then as the time went on, like, yeah, Dwight just kind of went up in the ranks.
Actually,
then,
no. Actually, you know what?
you know.
You can make it a little bit more better by saying they tried to redo Sanctuary, and it didn't work. You know what I mean? It didn't work, so then they changed their minds and instead went on the road, like you stated.
Yep, yeah, that'd be cool.
That way, then you're still tying in the possibility that, well, I thought they went to the sanctuary. You're still tying that in, but then you're explaining, well, it didn't work. So then they changed their minds and then decided to try something else.
Well, wasn't the sanctuary destroyed in that episode?
It was. That's fear writing for you.
Yeah, I don't know why they had them go back at the first. I think that was stupid. It really was. But then again, it's Ian and Andrew. What do you think? They're fucking retards. I don't know.
Well, you know, it's funny. Sherry even acknowledges the elephant in the room. She's like, Dean, why would you want to go back there? And he's like, that would make Finch proud. And I'm like, oh, you writers suck, man. It lack law and all knowledge. Like, the roof was caving in, you dumb shit.
That's why. Yeah, I can't. The stupidity of that shit is crazy.
You know what's funny? We may actually get a continuation of Fear in a weird way. We see Dwight. You can imagine if Dwight shows up in season 3 and he's just like, hey, where'd you come from? He's like, I would actually laugh my head off if he just looked at them and he's like, I was just protecting some piece of shit settlement. It burned down though, thank God. Anyway, what's going on here?
Yeah, for real. That would be hysterical.
Genuinely just let him insult it. That would actually be funny as hell.
That would
I think Dwight though would be the perfect spice up for this show because, like I said, I like Dead City, but I think it needs a little boost. I think if they're going to continue to do some seasons, like I think they need something big, and I think Dwight would be I think that'd be the answer. I mean, the way you could promote season 3 is like the Dwight season and stuff. Oh, that'd be so cool. Freaking amazing.
A part of me thinks that.
It ends with New Babylon taking over.
Yeah, I'm saying you got a golden opportunity there, man. You get Dwight that comes in, maybe like Sherry and shit like that, freaking. And then, I mean, honestly, I would call me crazy. This might even sound like repetitive storytelling, but I actually think it'd be good to give Dwight a kid again and just say screw Fear, give him an actual kid. This time don't kill him off. And actually show Dwight being a father to this kid. Because you've skipped like 6 years, so you could definitely do something like that.
Oh my God, I remember they killed them. kill his saw.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That was so bad. I'm like, dude, I actually like that little kid. I thought they could have done something with him.
Yeah. That could have been
The
good.
age that kid was supposed to be like 6 years old, and it was played by a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
I know.
He did a good job though.
Honestly though, like, I'm actually shocked. I never thought there'd be a little kid actor that would look like a son that Austin would have. Somehow, that kid actually looks very accurate to what a son of Dwight's would look like. It pisses me off that they killed him off.
Yeah, what a, that's just stupid. Yeah, that just shows how dumb those writers are.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You need to get Dwight and Sherry on at least Dead City. At least there's some freaking competent writing going on.
Right.
You guys talking about Maggie Bledson?
Dead City. We're talking about Dead City and Fear.
I think Doug went
Right, I'm
with,
assuming Glenn and
Dwight
Maggie
and the
did.
Beard.
No, we're talking about Dwight and Sherry's
They
kid
mentioned that she's dead.
Oh,
from
okay.
Fear. Yeah.
They mentioned that
Gotcha,
Doug's
gotcha,
dead.
gotcha.
Oh man, you
I was
imagine you
like,
have Dwight and Sherry that show up,
Yeah.
and then you just see somebody else shows up, and it's just Dwight. You see Dwight, you see Sherry, and then it's like, oh wait a minute, one more person. Somebody comes out of like the truck or something. You see Dove, I'll be like, oh hell no, now you ruined it. Shit.
No, but that would be a way though, just to briefly mention that they went there, but then mention that it didn't work. You know what I mean? Just to, so that it doesn't ask more questions. Well, I thought they were gonna, at least that way then you get the elephant out of the room. You know what I mean? By saying, well,
I
it didn't work.
think if you do season 3 and it's just New Babylon again, and it's kind of like just similar stuff, like I don't know, I think that could get boring. I think if you bring Dwight and Sherry in, if you maybe change up, Negan's design, I would change his like design. Call me nuts. I'd have like long hair. I don't know if like I told y'all this, but I would do like Negan has long hair, so clean shaven, like a new like spike weapon of some kind, like a long trench coat. I'd give Maggie a new appearance, Pearly as well, make them look different, kind of remix it a little bit, and then change up some of the aesthetic, change up the stats, because the sets are getting old. And,
What's up, bad boy?
change up the overall look, I think would be really cool.
Could you guys hear them pretty good, by the way? Let me know in the chat.
I got tired of that part. Lately by the last episode, I saw that part, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, they need to change up the sets, but it's funny, it's not even their fault, because it's AMC that is not giving them the budget to do, like, proper sets, because the thing is, this season looks good at first, but then you realize, like, oh, it's just the same sets over and over again. You're like, man, they deserve a better budget, genuinely.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I would say is, I like the 8 episodes. I think Daryl Dixon needs 8 episodes. I think.
Yeah. I agree.
Now, keep this in mind, and now take this with a grain of salt, like a massive grain of salt, keep in mind. I've been hearing rumors, some people have been telling me this in my server, and I'm like, this could happen, I suppose. Apparently some people said that Daryl season 3 filmed for like several months, like longer than usual. And a lot of people are coming to the conclusion that there could be a longer season ahead of us. And some people are saying, which I don't know how true this could be. We'll see what ends up happening. But
Right.
I've heard a rumor that this could be like in the double digits of episodes this season, which that would be crazy. I don't know if I buy it truly, but at the same time, I mean, it would make sense because they started filming Daryl in like June of 2024, and they only wrapped up in February. Or like August all the way to February. Like only 6 episodes. I mean, it could be, but at the same time, like a lot of people are saying that it could be a longer season. They're gonna surprise us. So we'll see. I would love it if it was genuinely. If it was like 8 episodes, maybe even 10. Past episode 10, I'd be like, oh man, like could they do 10 episodes of just Daryl and Carol? We'll see.
Hard to say.
I think they could get away with 16 episodes because they got a lot of characters.
That's what I mean. If you do a small cast of characters, that could be like more of like we'll see. I think 10 is the furthest you should go with a small show like that.
Yeah, because you gotta.
My biggest problems, though, is
And it's gotta be an intriguing story too. You know what I mean?
I do have faith in Daryl season 3 though. I think it looks really good. I think it looks very exciting.
Yeah, it actually looks more.
Still, my biggest problem is the pacing. I think season 1 had some pacing problems, but season 2 was made it clear. I think the pacing was some of the biggest problems for me.
Pacing was off. It genuinely, the Carol, like, to me, like, when they got to the Greenland frickin', like, attempted rapist over here, I was like, oh, fuck that. This shit is stupid.
Right. Oh yeah. 100%.
That's one thing I like about Dead City as well. I think the pacing works a little better.
Yeah, they get to the point, which is what I appreciate. Like, the story flows better, like, I think. I mean, honestly, I think the one thing with Dead City that they need to do, this is my biggest thing with Dead City with both seasons, and this, if I had to flaw one big thing, this would be it. Just enough of Maggie trying to kill Negan, genuinely, like, I think you've done it several times. I think at this point you should just be done with it, at least that's for me. I think her character is great when she's not trying to kill Negan. I think you should just do something different at this point.
Yeah.
That's most of the season to me. That's why I didn't probably do much this season.
That's the one thing I do prefer season 2 over season 1 over. It's the one element is I think Maggie, they did a way better job with her character.
Oh yeah, yeah. It did actually make me like the character.
Even at the end when she tried to kill Negan, it was that he was concealing somebody, so I think she could just have a flashback. Like,
it might be a hot take though. I prefer Negan in season 1. Like I found Negan in season 1 had like the badass like Luther kill, the frickin' knock jokes, the frickin' like crow-eyed interactions. Like I don't know. Negan had a whole other level of charisma for me in season 1.
Sure.
I haven't watched season 1 since it came out, so I really don't remember season 1.
Yeah, Bro was a friggin' unit that season. I also liked his appearance. I liked like the handlebar mustache he had, and he had like the leather jacket with all the chains and stuff. He actually looked really cool. I'd say
I love the look of the first season. Way more than the second season.
His thing is, I like his look in the second season, but it's like we've done it before type of thing. I'd say season 1 was more unique. That's why I gravitate towards Dead City season 1, which might be a hot take. I do prefer the first season, just because I felt like the look was cooler, the budget felt bigger, the overall story I thought just kind of moved a bit faster, and overall I actually thought that like, I don't know, I think they benefited. Like the plot just kept clicking and clicking, whereas like, with 2, it's like we stopped and watched like the tribe for a few episodes, which they kind of didn't really amount to anything. Like, I mean, we had Ginny acting like an idiot, we had Herschel acting like a dipshit. I don't know. Season 1 didn't annoy me as much, I guess is what I'd say.
That's fair.
It was bigger in the first season.
Oh yeah.
They had more action episodes. They had more horror and driving scenes. They had more outside shots.
Could that have been maybe a lesser budget, maybe because of more episodes? Could that have been part of the problem?
No, I don't think so. I think it's because first season filmed in New York.
Yeah, the first, and you know what's funny, you can tell too, like season 1, it looked nice. Like, one of the things I actually kind of miss about season 2, like in comparison to 1, is 1 had this like cool like blue tint to it. It had like a really unique like look to it. 2 just kind of got rid of it, which I mean, I'm not knocking that. They're trying different styles, but I'll say this, like, 1 had a vibe. I don't know what it was. 1 just had like a very new, fresh feel, where 2 it almost felt like I was watching Walking Dead season 11 again, where I was like, all right, this is good, but it just kind of looks like just kind of a low-budget show with good actors. That's kind of what it felt like to me.
And I think season 2 filmed in Massachusetts.
Yeah, which I didn't think it would actually be so noticeable that they filmed there, but no, I'll actually admit it. Oh, and I could tell.
Yeah.
I mean, they just lit up that same street.
I could tell with the park. I'm like, that's nothing like Central Park.
No, definitely not. That was definitely off. You could tell.
But see, that's the thing though. If they would have had a better budget, like a Last of Us tier budget, dude, I think they could have made a freaking incredible looking, like, you know, park. I think they could have had these big sets. Because I think the story was there, you know what I'm saying? The writing was there. So if you would have given them, you know, good, like, you know, sets and stuff, oh, this could have looked insane.
Sure.
See, I'm being nice. I don't 100% blame the show. 100% I blame AMC. 100%.
Yeah.
Same. Because it's not their fault. They're just writing the scripts, and then they're given this shitty budget, and then it's shit like, okay, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, look at us. We often kind of can complain, but we're not like Deadwalker. It's not like they're comics.
No, at least with our critiques and our positives, at least we're freaking mixing it up. Deadwalker just says the whole thing is shit and doesn't even give a rhyme or reason.
I like the comics.
Yeah, oh yeah, literally.
I remember his argument, and then I said, yeah, I'm like, yeah, but Herschel in this season acted like comic for Herschel.
Here's the thing, like, I know Ray saw my review for this season. I mean, I think this is just basic TV this season. I really do. But
Yeah, you gave it a
thing,
6.5, which I respect the rating. You know what I mean? I do. I respect it.
Here's the thing, it ain't like the spark that The Walking Dead used to have. But here's the thing, I still think it's solid, like, it's passable TV. Although, I'll tell you what, if you gave me, like, a season like Season 1 again, 'cause y'all know me, Season 1's at 9.5. I went high with Season 1. One had a feel to it.
Yeah.
I like Season 1. I think I get that at 8.5 myself, because of the Deacon and Meg fighting. I was just like, ah.
That was the one element I didn't like, is like...
I was gonna say,
so
I pretty much gave it, 8.5. That's pretty much what that fighting really just got really tiring for me. That's what
Some of those new characters I didn't care for either. Like
some of that stuff just doesn't vibe. You know, like,
call me nuts though. I prefer Tommaso's group over the tribe in season 2. The friggin' group, like
I'll agree with that. I will. Yeah.
I mean, season 2 gave me one of my favorite antagonists in a while, Brutal.
Brutal was fun, bro. Like, especially episode 4, the one part where the frickin', like, he just looks like Croat and he's just like, I'm not making fun. It's just your accent's so fucking exotic. I was like, what the fuck?
That shit was hysterical. It really was.
I love that shit.
Cool watch, so this night watch.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's pretty badass. Yeah. It was a neat little like uppercut that you can get somebody with. Yeah.
I love the scene where you saw the walker, and, like, you could clearly tell that wasn't a walker. Negan, like, looked at it directly, and you could tell he just whispered in his ear, he's like, which, this is what I pictured, he literally just told him, he's just like, listen, you're gonna go with our rules right now, or I'm gonna expose your ass to the whole goddamn crew in this room. Your choice. Like, I just picture him saying that in his ear, I don't know why.
This whole season, I mean...
I definitely see the problems. You know, I just was digging it. I don't know. You know, that's why I'm in the 9 territory. I just was digging it.
I got something entertaining for me, so.
Yeah. I was entertained for a majority. The only time I would say I was really just like bored out of my mind was episode 6. They're just sitting in the room most of the episode. That was one of the only ones that I was just like, okay, shit, guys, let's get it moving here a little bit. But aside from that one, yeah, I was entertained enough that my favorite episode this season is episode 4. I give that a 10. I freaking love that episode.
Oh my gosh, that's my favorite episode as well.
Yeah, heck yeah, 10 for sure. That's the one we all agreed on. We all agreed on a 10.
These are my 10s this season, genuinely. These ones are like fire for me. Is episode 1. 2, which might sound crazy, that's a hot take, I know, but I give that one a 10. You know what's funny? I used to give 3 a 10. I even mentioned that in my review. Where the tribe goes and that Herschel bullshit, that one, I can take it or leave it. And then, 4, though, you go back up to a 10. And then, unfortunately, I don't have any other 10s, which, damn it.
Yeah, that one reviewer, or that one commentator, he kept your 10s going.
I wish I had more 10s than just 3.
Yeah, episode 5. I saw him commenting. I laughed at him too. He's just like, "Don't worry, Dad, I got you. 10 out of 10 for episode 5." I was like,
oh, I'm sure y'all can tell. It's not hard for me to give shit a 10.
He's like, "I got you, Dad. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep your 10s going."
You know what's funny, bro? Like, I can give a 10. I can give a fucking 2 out of 10. I can go up or way down.
I just laughed at that. He just wanted to keep it going.
I mean, I'm like shit TV I watch. Me slightly enjoying something, I might be a little biased. I mean, when I enjoy something, I'm gonna keep enjoying it because I watch a lot of crap. So.
Oh, that makes sense.
Watching something good is like.
Especially because TV has been very odd this year. We've had some odd shit coming out, so.
Oh, yeah.
It's still one of the better things.
Like, I'm watching Ironheart right now. That show's pretty crap.
I think the best thing that's gonna go down this year, though, is that, well, you know, it's funny, it's coming out tomorrow. Friggin' we got Squid Game final season, which I think that shit's gonna be friggin' good. that shit's been looking fire.
I heard the ending was not, or I heard it's not satisfying. That's what I heard.
I am slightly scared from hearing that because there's so many shows that end bad, but
And it kind of irritated me because I came across the Instagram thing and the freaking actor was just like, you know, it's not really a great ending or whatever like that. I'm like, what, bruh? Well, thanks. Appreciate you freaking saying that, you bastard.
We didn't see Saturday. We didn't see Sunday.
oh, y'all are watching it Sunday? Hell yeah, friggin' I'm probably watching it. I don't know if it's tomorrow. I'll be watching it in a couple days here, which I think is gonna be good. I really do. I think it looks really good. My only concern is them talking about the ending. I'm like, man, I hope I like the ending shit.
I
Yeah.
want to see the old lady. I think when the old lady dies, I think I'm gonna be like, frick this show. Just like for a second.
All right.
Because I think the son is gonna get her killed.
Yeah, you will.
I think so too.
You will have to go to my sister's house. You will have to go to my sister's house though. I'm gonna be there.
Why?
I'm watching her pets all weekend. Starting tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Are we going to go see Megan Toodle on Sunday? On Saturday?
Yeah.
I gotta see that shit too. Friggin'.
Yeah.
Damn, so many movies coming up. That movie looked good too. I think, that'll be pretty enjoyable. I love the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. It looks fun. I like her
I think the
sassiness.
other movie in this last month, the next month that I'm not excited for is Jurassic Park Rebirth and Fantastic Four.
My thing is with Jurassic Park, like, in this, it's like, you know, I don't even really mind it. It's just more so kind of like, do we even have much more fuel in the tank for that franchise is kind of my question, but maybe I'll be proven wrong.
Shit, we keep hitting $1 billion.
Yeah, seriously.
That's why they keep going. They keep hitting $1 billion.
I don't blame them necessarily. I mean, if you're making $1 billion on anything you make, I mean, I think the obvious thing would be to make another movie.
I'm actually a little excited for it because I am excited for it because it just looks refreshing. You know what I mean? It's different. It's not really the same old. You know what I mean?
Charlotte definitely makes it feel different. I'll say that. I was like, holy shit.
Oh,
you
yeah.
are on there?
Between Rebirth to me and Fantastic Four, like,
I just think Superman's about the solo. But at the same time, I mean,
listen, if you're comparing those two movies, I'm definitely more excited for Rebirth, just because it just looks more, I don't know, it looks more fun, I think.
it looks more my style, too. Like, the thing is, you know, I think with at least Rebirth, I think I can actually enjoy it and have some fun with it. I feel like Fantastic Four, I'm going to be sitting there the whole time saying, here's Pedro again. Freaking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm tired of seeing
the
it.
CG is lacking in that trailer. Even this new trailer, I'm like, that seems slightly lax.
Yeah.
I am tired of seeing Pedro. Honestly, he's getting old. Really is.
You know, it's funny. My favorite role from him, either his role in Game of Thrones or
I heard.
Mandalorian. But the thing is, I watch him as the Mandalorian, and he's great. But you know why? I don't see his face, so it doesn't feel like Pedro to me. It just feels like a Mandalorian.
Right.
He's all you can do is hero.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I heard he was great in Game of Thrones, so I can't wait to get up to that part and see how he goes.
You know why? He doesn't feel like Pedro. He actually feels like a unique role for him. Like, he somehow made it feel really different.
Well, that's cool. And then you got Amazon being like, oh, we should pick a new villain for freaking
Bond.
yeah, James Bond, and Pedro Pascal is one of the options. I'm like, you better fucking not pick him, I swear to God.
Oh, hell no. Right. If I see Pedro Pascal. I remember like, if they ever did a live action Days Gone, you get frickin' Pedro Pascal. Frig off. No.
Him as the main character.
Nah, get that fricker out of there. He does not, the other guy next to him actually looked better. It was, I think it was, what is his name? Siphon or something?
Yeah.
He looked way better. I was like, yes, pick the other guy, please.
Pedro, man, look, he's got. Well, you know what's funny? He even acknowledges this shit. I remember he literally said a couple days ago in a statement. I remember I saw it while I was on Instagram. I remember it popped up. It was like, yeah, I'm aware that I'm not the right fit for Mr. Fantastic. I'm like, holy shit, even you admit it. Goddamn.
But yeah, you still did it anyway, fricker.
Yeah, I was about to say, you still did it. Oh, dude, I heard that apparently this was an idea, at least. Obviously, it didn't happen, but I heard it was an idea to have Andrew Lincoln as Mr. Fantastic. I'm like, I mean, that would actually be kind of interesting. I think that would have been pretty crazy.
Huh.
I think by the look was, I think it would have looked much better, but.
We know it would have been a great actor, so, like I said, Pedro's good, but I'm burned out on him. I think, like,
That's
Andrew Lincoln, he would have brought charisma to it, no doubt on that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I'm just tired of them just throwing him in everything. It's like, come on, just stop. Good Lord.
That genuinely might even be what it is with me with that movie. I feel like if it was a different Mr. Fantastic, I feel like I'd be a little bit more, like, interested in checking it out, which, maybe it'll be great. Maybe I'll leave my words. Maybe it'll be a great movie.
Nah, don't say that. You'll get Dead Walker happy.
That's true. Dead Walker's gonna suck.
He's fucking excited for that goddamn. I'm like, what the frick, bro?
Bro, they're probably gonna kill Galactus off.
Yeah, he's freaking sipping on the theme song. He's singing the same thought. Like, I'm like, who gives a shit about the damn theme song? Like okay. It's like, okay, it's catchy, sure, but it's not that great. Like, damn.
Alright.
Reminds me of Fallout. I prefer the Fallout show over what this looks like, but
That's what he keeps thinking. Fantastic Four. It's like, oh my god, Jesus Christ.
let's hope it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, he said Thunderbolt's a great movie. I agree. I think it was a great movie, but nobody watched it.
No, I do notice that though. He's
Yeah, it flopped.
He is
Sucker flopped.
Sims for a lot of current day Marvel. And
You know what's funny though?
Nowadays, it's hit or miss. Genuinely, that's what it is.
You know what's funny though? He didn't watch the Brave New World.
I'm shocked on that. Damn.
That doesn't bother me too much. I mean, that's
With how much he goes on Marvel, it's like, oh.
an alright movie. But
Let's hit Gus Fring in that movie.
Yeah, you know what that was? It was a 6.5.
Yeah,
Or no.
that's.
Or no, what did I?
That's funny.
No, it was a 6. Sorry, my bad. 6.
I give it like a 5, maybe something like that. Yeah.
See, I respect that too.
That's fair too.
And
I'm
yet-
just some guy freaking goes like, this movie gets a 9 out of 10. I'm like,
No.
you watch the same movie?
Ugh.
That ain't what I saw, frick.
Nah, I only gave it a 6 because of the side villain there. What's his name?
Yeah, Gustavo Fring.
Gustavo. Yeah, he was fucking entertaining. He was actually entertaining.
I just call him Gustavo Fring because I'm the
And I didn't mind the president. I thought he was good. I liked him.
Yeah. President was actually. I'll agree. The president was good.
I like his actor, so like it takes a lot for me to hate him. You know what I mean? And I liked what he played. I thought he did good.
He really didn't do nothing much though.
No, but him freaking yelling at everybody. You know what I mean? And freaking being angry and
Like I
shit.
said, he didn't do nothing to get
You know.
upset, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
And then freaking, wannabe Captain America. It's like, he was just okay. I mean, I wasn't impressed.
That ain't my captain. Although I'll say this, the big run bad.
I will say, he got me in the beginning. I was actually impressed in the beginning. In the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's not bad. And then the middle of the film, when I was like, never mind.
it just don't feel like Cap. Like it
No.
just something felt off. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my biggest fear with Fantastic Four is that they're gonna nerf Galactus.
I agree. Honestly, I would bet right now, which honestly I'm this confident. I would actually bet that they're gonna kill that frigger off.
Really? Wow.
That might be a hot take, but I really could see it. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with your take.
I mean, Galactus, you really want to be accurate, he should be able to crush the Earth in his hands.
Right.
Well, that's why I think they're gonna kill him off, though, because I think they're gonna almost try to make it to where it's like, okay, this is the ultimate thing, and then it's like, okay, like he can't come back because realistically he'd kill everybody. So I don't know what it is, which I think people are gonna freak out when he dies. I think people are gonna be like, what? But I'm preparing for it. I don't know what it is.
I definitely think it's gonna be a bomb. If people think it's gonna make 700, they're on crack. I don't see that movie making it.
It could, if it's a good movie.
It's gotta get good.
Minecraft movie's gonna do better than that.
Yeah, it's at 954 million.
It's a successful movie at least. Friggin' this one, I mean,
I-
like I said, I don't know, man. This one, I really don't know how much I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't think I'm gonna hate it. I don't think I'll hate it, but I don't think I'm gonna love it.
Minecraft had legs because of the memes.
That's right.
Yeah, it did.
It's not because of the story, it's because of the memes
No.
people made out of it.
No, but I did see more positive, not in terms of the YouTubers, because a lot of the YouTubers were not saying it was good. Obviously, Dan, you said it was not good.
You know what I'd say? Genuinely, this is how I look at it. As a serious movie, what the fuck? As a meme fest and as something to laugh at, genuinely, you got me at an 8.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a great comedy movie.
I was gonna say, because
it's a great comedy.
me and him, we gave it an 8 altogether. I mean, we thought it was a good movie.
It was a great comedy, but if I was judging it off of a serious movie, I might give it a 2.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I gave it that in the review, because I was grading it off of me being dead serious, like out of seriousness, how was this? So that's why I gave it a little rating. Although if I'm looking at this movie as a shitpost, you got me at an 8. Genuinely, it's a shitpost 8 out of 10.
That's honestly what I look at it as. You know what I mean? It's a funny,
I
stupid
mean,
movie.
even on Max, I watched it on Max, and I watched the sing-along version where they had like lyrics on the bottom, version music with the Minecraft.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that's kind of cool. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Just as a dumb, as a dumb fun movie, I just enjoy it. It's fun.
Do a shitpost movie, I'd say, with Jack Black. Although, you know what I'd say, genuinely? They should have done one where they actually did it right. Like, actual animations of Minecraft characters with voice actors. I think, honestly, what the Mario movie did, if y'all saw that. Like, something along the lines of that for Minecraft.
Right. For sure.
That's what I would have done.
That's my like. I think Fantastic Four. I'm probably gonna say my favorite Fantastic Four would be the first one, and then Rise of the Silver Surfer. Then this movie in 2015.
I don't know if y'all saw frickin' 28 Years Later, but that movie was really good too. That was another one
I
that
haven't seen that.
saw recently. Yeah, it was
Oh, you
pretty good.
did say it was pretty good, eh? Okay.
I give it an 8. It was solid. The ending was a little odd, but the movie was good. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
And then I saw Ballerina. I give Ballerina a freaking high rating.
Oh, I love that movie. I go like a 9. Frickin', yeah, that movie was badass.
8.5. Pretty good though. Very good.
The movie did not make. Did it end up making more money? I know the first weekend it didn't make much money. The first weekend.
Is it bouncing back now though? Starting to?
My home. I
Yeah.
don't know. My home.
Right. Yeah, because I know. Well, at least a lot of us liked Thunderbolts, but it's not making shit. So that's why.
100 million.
That's why I think.
I have low expectations with Marvel films these days.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I actually found myself enjoying it.
So was I. I was digging it too. You're not the only one. I was digging it too. I really was liking it.
I gave it a 9. For Marvel to get a 9 out of 10 movie now, to me, it's just like, what the?
Right.
That's the thing. Like, that's why I'm nice enough to go an 8, because I think the movie was good. Yeah, the thing is with Marvel, I look at those movies as like standalones, whereas with stuff like Fantastic Four, it's harder for me to do that because you're introducing Galactus. So I'm like, oh shit, now I gotta look at this as a bigger deal. So we'll see how that goes.
Right. I do think it's gonna be a flop. I don't see that movie making a lot of money. I really don't.
And then I heard this is the last movie till Doomsday. I heard Spider-Man might not come out next year.
Yeah.
Wow, so they're taking a break actually. Shoot.
That's fine with me.
I'm good. No, I'm good, honestly, because they be releasing too much shit sometimes. So no, I'm good with that.
Right. I just yeah.
I already know what the post-credit scene for Fantastic Four is anyway.
Bro, you're genuinely gonna make people like pissed off though, bro. If like you kill Galactus, and then people just like sit on Marvel like that for like a year plus until you get something new. Oh, like you know, it's funny. That's what I'm saying, right? Like you gotta get people intrigued. So we'll see.
Yeah, I know.
That's with Dr. Doom, but I don't think Dr. Doom played by RDJ is gonna be that intriguing.
I don't think so either. That could go either way, but I wasn't really all that excited about it. I was like, okay, I mean,
they casted him.
You know,
they casted him for marketing. I don't know what they casted him. I said, yeah, they put his face all over the posters, so maybe Iron Man's back, and then we'll see the movie.
Right.
I mean, I'm a little bit more intrigued by Spider-Man right now because as I'm gonna say, the new Spider-Man movie. Y'all hear that's a rumor right now, at least, is that Punisher could be playing a villain, which I'm like, that's crazy. That's insane.
But then there's also another rumor that he's not going to grow up, which also irritates me.
Right. Yeah. So it's like that's tough to say. Genuinely.
Ned is going to be in it, and the what's her name is going to be in it. Zendaya.
Zendaya. Yeah.
Which I'm like, why are you putting them back in it? Isn't that kind of
weird?
That's kind of defeating the whole purpose.
Makes more sense because.
But that's kind of defeating the whole purpose of the third movie.
Facts.
That's completely throwing that movie in the trash. Which is fine. I mean, I'm not bitching at that, but but it's just like. Oh, and you already know Dan Walker is excited for that one, of course.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be a 10.
Yeah, because he freaking loves Tom Holland and Spider-Man, which I think he's trash.
I mean, we are talking about the guy. I remember I saw this stream and I just laughed my head off back in the days. I remember Rays, you finished A12 of Fear. I remember, like, I just see him call you, and he's just like, hey, man, I just got done crying. I'm like, crying? Shit. Okay.
I called too, and I was like, this episode's pretty garbage.
Oh, for Last of Us? Oh, yeah.
No. Fear.
No, not Fear. Like,
Fear? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the finale. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. The finale, right?
Yeah, he, like, called you on the stream. I remember watching your reaction. I just see, like, your phone going off. He did walk. He's like, oh, man, I just got done crying. I'm like, crying at what? How bad the show is?
He did that for freaking The Last of Us, too, for episode 6.
6? Hell no.
He did. He was just like, man, I had some tears on that porch scene. I was like, what crack are you smoking?
I mean, I had tears. I'll tell you, I did have tears.
I still keep bringing it up to him. I still keep. Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, Jerry liking my comment. Oh, that's a shock. He liked my Instagram comment. I said I would disagree. I'm surprised. Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you for liking my.
Donald Trump for your freaking Dead City bashes, bro.
Yeah, making me. Come on now. Scrub. But then he's over there disliking my comments too. It's like, okay, whatever. All right.
Oh, yeah, the porch scene.
But no, literally though. I mean. And I keep bringing him up to it too. Like even the call, like last night and stuff like that. When I was talking with him, I brought it up. I'm just like, no, generally, do you think, like, what did you think about the last of the season? Did you like the season? Give me an answer, damn it, because like you're jumping all over the fucking place, and I'm trying to, like, be honest with me, damn it. Do you like it or not? And he's just like, well, it was okay, or there was things I liked. This and that. I'm like, oh Jesus.
Wait a minute, so now he's saying he doesn't like the 10 and all that bullshit?
He's like all over the place. He like he says he likes it, but then there's some things that he'll agree with, like there's issues, but he he still liked a lot of the stuff, and this, I'm like, oh my god.
I get the season of 2.
He still says it's better than Dead City though. I'm like, what the fuck?
Thing is, Dead City for me, look, I'm not even gonna deny it. I look at it as average TV. The Last of Us is shit TV on a shit pie, bro. That's it.
Yeah, you gave it a 2.5.
The sad thing is on HBO. That's the even more sad thing.
Yeah. It's just crazy, bro. In particular, Bella Ramsey ruined it. You know what's funny? I'd probably give it a higher rating if it wasn't for Bella Ramsey.
Yeah.
I probably would too.
I just find it crazy that he thinks those takes. You know what I mean? It's insanity.
I'd probably go by 2 points.
So yeah, Sam, if you had a better actress for Ellie, even if the writing was still bad, I'd probably go 4.
4.
Taking the finale. I mean, she ruined that finale.
Oh, I was rooting for her to die.
You might have got me up to a 5. Mid.
Yeah, I could see a 5 if maybe the actress for Ellie was like really good. Like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, if you would have had Ellie portraying the character like she was supposed to, yeah, you probably would have got me up to a 5.
What's her name? Kaylee Spaney or whatever her name is, the girl from the Alien films.
Oh, yeah.
Generally, if you would have used her as Ellie this season, I think I'd have been nicer to it.
For sure, Ashley, for sure. Yeah, for sure on that one. Yeah, she just completely kills that character, Bella Ramsey. She sucks. I don't.
Some people are fantastic her own.
Yeah, I've been seeing that, like, Bella Ramsey's gonna be in frickin' Marvel. Which I'm like, oh my god, man, just stop dragging this actress around.
I might not watch.
At that point, because what the fuck?
I don't know what they'd have to be on crack to think that would be a good idea.
I know Pedro has something to do with it, and I'm like, Pedro, stop putting in a good word for shitty acting.
Seriously, he's probably over there like, hey, you should let Bella Ramsey join the universe. Oh yeah, is she good? Yeah, she's good, yeah. No,
she's S tier.
Actually, in real life, he doesn't speak with an accent because he's actually born in America.
No, I know. I was being sarcastic,
So
obviously.
he adds himself. He gets himself an accent in his role.
Oh, does he?
Like accents, yes.
Yeah, and then Bella Ramsey doesn't know how to do an accent.
Mexican Colombian accent.
I'm not gonna lie with you. The retardedness of her character, especially in that finale, really pissed me the frick off. I was getting fumed. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, everybody put the accent. We're all going back. We'll leave your team by yourself. That's all good, guys.
I'm telling you.
When she wanted to kill that, yeah, when she wanted to kill that one, those people, I was just like, oh, you know what? You know what, Jesse? Just let her frickin' do it so she can die.
Oh, I genuinely like.
You just stay right there. Stay hidden.
Oh, The Last of Us is literally modern day fear, dude. It's the laughing stock of TV.
Oh yeah, for real.
Like, I don't understand why those showrunners they quadruple down on their stupid decisions.
Yeah, literally. Literally.
That's a sign of being a freaking buffoon. Keep constantly doing the same shit over and over and over again, thinking expected your shit to be better.
But expecting different results. Although, oh man, like I said, I think 3 is actually going to obliterate 2. Not even because it's going to have better writing. It's probably going to have the same shit writing, but it's just going to have a better lead actress.
Yeah. Yeah, and that would be the only reason, really.
If they have good writing in that season, I'll say, okay, who's shadow writing?
Yeah. For real.
Because I think during Mason.
But I'm going to be telling you what, it's going to take a lot for me to give it an 8 or a 9 or anything higher than that. I'm thinking more of a 6 or a 7.
Greg Mason wrote all 7 episodes this season.
Oh, you can tell.
The first 5 by himself, and then Neil Tuckman and the other writer from the second game co-wrote 6 and 7 with Greg Mason.
The worst line of TV this year came out of that show, which is, I'm gonna be a dad.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That the showrunner was defending.
Yeah,
He had like a big smile on his face. Y'all see that interview where he was just like,
Yeah.
Bella and I were talking about that scene, and she wanted to do it, and she thought it'd be so good. I'm like, oh my god, do you just say yes to everything she asks?
No, but he also said, another thing he also added in there, he was just like, I did actually think it fit the scene. And you see everybody in the chat saying, are you smoking something? Because that did not fit at all.
Y'all see that quote, though, that he said? It was recently. I remember he actually admitted that he screwed up season 2.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, yeah, they're admitting because the ratings weren't very good.
He's kissing his own ass as the season was airing. He's like, oh, this season's so beautiful. But then when the season ratings just freaking go down, he's just like, okay, we screwed it up.
That's another thing I'm getting tired of. These freaking episode insiders.
You mean replacing their writing 24/7?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for real.
Every show does them now.
Yeah.
You know, though, at least the difference is, though, is that when I watched the Dead City one, at least Eli Jorne isn't kissing his own ass. He's just being neutral with it. He's like, yeah, this is what we did, and this is how we do the story and stuff. At least with Dead City, they're not, kissing their ass.
And Eli Jordan only said a couple things. It was mostly the actors.
That's what I like about the Dead City one.
And it's about 5 to 8 minutes, you know what I mean? Like, it's not overly lengthy.
No, some of them are like 3 to 4 minutes.
Or, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
They're good, though. Like, they don't drag it out.
Right, yeah, they get to the point.
I think one of them was like 14 minutes.
Yeah, because half of it's Neil being like, oh, this is so great. We did cinema here. I'm like, oh my god.
I think episode 6 was like 14 minutes.
Yeah. And a lot of people say how freaking good that episode was, and I'm like, nah, it's freaking bashing on Pedro the whole goddamn episode. Joel the whole
Yeah, you
episode.
mean, Pedro, or Pedro. Oh, Pedro, because that ain't Joel to me. Freaking Pedro,
Wannabe.
He's like, oh, he's so bad, man. He's a bad person. Ellie shouldn't be on this revenge path. I'm like, she shouldn't. What the frick?
Yeah.
I mean, I agree that she shouldn't be on the revenge path, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Joel was one of his worst qualities in the show. Was really like he just let her walk all over him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really shitted on everything. Honestly, I mean, just that's why I give it a.
One time he did something is when he was having sex in her room.
That's why I think I gave it like a 6 or 6.5. Because it just was like, well, you're just shitting on the character the whole goddamn episode. What's good about it?
I forget what I gave episode 6 actually. I'm gonna look.
No, he gave it a 6.5.
6.5. You know, I stand by that too. That's about where I'm at with it. It wasn't bad. It was better than some of the other episodes, but it was there were elements that were bad though. Shit.
I dropped mine. First I gave it a 7. I think I'm gonna give it like a 6.
I might even go a 6 these days too. Drop half a point.
Yeah, I mean, literally.
That one line where she was like, "You swore." I was like, oh my lord.
You swore.
It's just like anybody in that damn community would have done the same damn thing.
I think you just told the wife that he killed her, and I was like, ooh.
It's like Big Whoopi lied. Who cares? He was giving the wife a better, a more positive note of how he went out. What's the freaking big deal about him lying about that?
My thing is that he was dead anyway, and this is why I always defend Joel, is because why would you bring a guy that you know that's infected into your community when he could turn at any given moment and kill his wife? Genuinely, you do the smart thing and kill the guy out there. Like, even if it's not what the guy wants. You know what's funny though? That's not the case at all. The guy was alright with dying right there. So I'm like, well, there you go then.
Right.
He wasn't even going to make it back because he didn't even know where he was going.
Well, he wanted to see his wife, which I understand, but I don't think he was asking to be like, "Oh, take me back" and all this. He just wanted to see her somehow, and he saw her in his death. So, I mean, that's good enough for me. I mean, I don't know what Ellie's freaking problem is. Why she got a stick shoved up so far up her asshole that she freaking sits there and said, "You swore." She's like talking like a stick is up her ass. She's like, "You swore."
I mean, you definitely know he wasn't gonna. You definitely know he wasn't gonna make it. I mean, Joel asked which direction. And he said, "I don't know, left or right."
Of course, the freaking like clicker fight was off screen too. They're like, "Oh, there's clickers," but we don't get to see it.
Yeah.
That on the Porsche thing was really not good either.
Nah,
The problem is like that was bad timing because that was at the end of the game. That was like way later on.
Yeah, literally. That's why I didn't like that. That's why I hated it. Because whoop-de-doo, you're crying in the... Oh, whatever. Like, I'm not attached to the...
Nah, I think they needed to do it in one episode because of the big breaks we're going to get between season 2 to the final season.
You know, it would be more stupid if they bring it back again.
I bet you they will.
Oh hell no!
It would be so stupid. It would be like, yeah, okay, whatever. I already saw it anyway. But, you know... And that's why they're crying. Their crying didn't work for me because I'm not attached to the characters because you failed to do that in the first season. For me, like it was just okay, you know what I mean? But I'm not attached, you know what I mean? Because you didn't give me enough to be attached to.
Oh, it's because they rushed the first game.
Right? They zoom right through it.
I'm not a big fan of Last of Us Part 2. But this second season made me honestly enjoy it a hell of a lot more. Which, it's funny, I still give it my 6. I give it like 6 out, maybe like, even lower at this point. But I'll still at least say, at least the story though, like, I don't know, at least the story was better than season 2. And somehow season 2, like, like the old saying, it's like, I thought it was shit, but I got more shit, so now this looks less shit. That's
Yeah, I mean...
Right. And I say that too because, like, if you're trying to make me like the second game more, it's like, yes, you make me like the second game more. However, that doesn't make me change my rating. I still feel the same way about it.
It's not going to change my opinion. Like, I've heard some people that have come out there and they're like, Dan, I think Dan, I think you need to understand the masterpiece that is part 2. You need to see it from a new perspective. I'm like, bro, I did see it from a new perspective. I played the frickin' remaster. It's still a darn 6.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, shit. You see me playing it right now, the grounded mode and the remastered. I'm still saying a 6.
Oh, I feel bad for you there.
Believe me, it's hell.
I mean, people are telling me Intergalactic, they're going to give Intergalactic a shot. I'm like, it's written by Neil Kaufman. He's ran out of things with me.
You know what's funny? I am going to genuinely try it just to see what the frick he's smoking these days. Let's see if it's, I don't know, if he magically pulls frickin' flowers out of his ass and it's
I love that take.
Maybe I'll take a whiff of those. Holy shit, frickin'
It's a sequel to that game, and that game is a sequel to
You caught me on that one.
I don't know, man. This guy is...
I love it. Flowers out of his ass. I love it. That's fucking hysterical.
around that. He ran out of gas.
Oh, frick that, bro.
Especially after that. Like I said, maybe the second game was a fluke. Let's see if he does well in the first season.
Yeah, you got frickin' bald chick over here. Like a bald chick in space drinking a frickin' Coke by the looks of it. What am I looking at?
Yeah, that's just cool. Last space.
Yeah, but I mean, do you see how much they're trying to push that though? Because they have the same fucking actor in the show.
Oh man, I tell you what, bro, they need to frickin'.
When I saw her face in there, I was just like, wait a minute. I think that's the same fucking actor.
I mean, of course they're gonna use it. It's like when you get like all these people at your disposal. It's like, all right, well, I know you. I'm not gonna look for anybody new. I know you good enough. Sure, you'll play my lead.
Well, because they want you to buy the damn game.
Yeah.
I still remember those episode insiders. I remember the episode 2 where you hear Pedro. He's like, yeah, I know I was gonna die in this episode since I signed on.
Right.
Yeah. At least he signed on for it. Although, you know what I don't think he signed up for? What they're trying to do with him now. They're like trying to tease that he's gonna be in season 3. I'm like, bro, just let the character rest at this point. What the fuck?
Hey, don't bring his ass back, please.
I'd rather just move on at this point.
I think we're gonna get one episode every season, just because I think they have in their head the ratings are gonna go off. No,
But it's
Yeah,
not going to.
fall in ratings.
Yeah, it's not going to, because episode 6 failed to do that. It didn't even go up, it went down.
Yeah.
So you didn't even succeed on that, so what the fuck do you think bringing it back anymore is going to make a difference?
I know they're gonna try to do. They're gonna try to give him. Oh, they're gonna try to give him more scenes, dude. It's gonna be like, oh look, Pedro's in it. I guarantee he's in the trailer for season 3. You heard my words. I think he's in the trailer, and it's gonna be like, oh look, there's Pedro. You gotta watch it now.
That's what the beer writers did with Madison and Troy. Thinking bringing them back would put the ratings back up, and it did not.
Actually, it did very, very slightly.
No,
You know,
Madison
funny.
did.
You know what?
It did,
You know-
but then it went way the frick down again. And I was like, yep.
No, you know what's funny? Because I did point it out. I was just like, oh yeah, look at your ratings did. Oh, you gained an extra 40,000 people. Congratulations. Here's a little round of applause. And then the next episode of fucking clanked 60K. And I was like, well, I guess it didn't last very long, did it? Well, hope you enjoyed the 40K extra.
Yeah, you know what's funny? No, but it's so stupid. If they would have kept, you know what's funny? There's an easy way you can keep 40K. You could genuinely have frickin' Madison not be an idiot. You could have her come back and maybe be a cool character, and you're just kind of sitting there like, oh shit, like maybe they fixed her. But no, instead she's capturing kids and being a hateful idiot, and I'm like crying over her kids. I'm like, bro, I don't care if you're crying over your kids. I don't give a shit about you at this point.
Right. That's.
Haven't listened to it, then your boss is Shrek.
Oh, and you know what? That's actually one thing we do actually want to bring up for sure is that we hear a lot of people saying they compare Dead City Season 2 to Fear Writing or Fear altogether. Nah, Dead City is not freaking Fear level. It is
Here's
not.
the thing, man. I may have my grievances with this season. I will never say that shit is like Fear the Walking Dead. The only thing, there's only one thing I think this season that was Fear-like for me at least. The tribe with their all that shit felt like some fear. It felt like a fear group to me.
Right.
That was the only element though that felt like fear. Everything else, I don't know. I thought it was, it was enjoyable enough.
I'll agree with you on that part. I will agree with you on that
And I
part.
don't tease about the new Babylonians. I just call them a slightly upgraded version of the Pioneers.
I would say they're still better than them though. Like, 'cause the thing is,
They are better.
you got people like Jerry's takes. It's just like, oh, this whole season's fear tier. I'm like, you cannot give me a season of Negan and Maggie and tell me that shit is fear tier. I just can't get behind that.
You think that's the same thing for Daryl Dixon season 2? Fear.
Hell no.
No.
Yeah, because he was saying the plane thing. I'm like, nah, that was not Fear tier. I'm sorry.
No.
That was not Fear tier because for one, barely any. There was like no characters except one character that got injured. Everybody else was fucking fine, and it didn't make no goddamn sense at all.
Like, for example, I don't like Herschel this season, but he's better than still all the frickin' fear characters at their worst. Like, I still care way more about him.
Right.
He's better than all the kid characters on Fear.
And here's the other thing that I also point out is that where you can see the differences truly is that you have one show that is just it's just continuing on, which is Dead City. It's just continuing on with stories and the characters, but I'm still caring about them and still wanting to see what happens. With Fear, you maybe not give a shit about pretty much all the damn characters, except for a very few.
Well, I mean, I'll give you a good example. When Maggie tries to kill Negan in the finale, I mean, I think both of y'all could agree, I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh shit, like, no, like, you better not kill Negan.
Right.
I really think I'd feel that way if it was a Fear character on the ground. Fuck that shit.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean that's the difference with Fear, is that the only characters I still liked was Dwight, Sherry, and Morgan, and that was it.
And you know what's funny? I like their characters because of the original show, because of the backup content they have. You know?
Right, exactly. And their writing, you know, it stayed pretty decent for the most part. You know, there were some hiccups here and there, but for the most part, right, exactly. But for the most part, it stayed pretty good. Actually, shockingly.
Like
The only original Fear character I like
Was John Dory.
These two idiots was John Dory.
Right.
I genuinely think, which, I mean, maybe call it glazing, and maybe this is a bit of glazing, but I think that man soloed Fear Season 4 and 5. I think that man carried that shit, genuinely.
Yeah,
And I
true.
think he could have carried 6 if they gave him a better death.
I think he honestly made those seasons at least, you know, it's funny, they're barely watchable, but at least there was somewhat charisma there with him.
Oh yeah, he was entertaining as hell. I like the freaking split of the bowling, you know, with the axe, you know. It was awesome. That was cool.
You know what's funny? I don't like Fear Season 4 and 5, like, at all. I think most people don't.
No,
Although,
definitely.
there's one episode I truly did like in those 2 seasons, though, and that's 503. The one with him and Dwight, I really liked that episode. That was one of the only ones I did like.
Well, yeah, no. 5 is definitely shit, and I can tell you that for a fact because I remember in the back half, you saw me. I paused the fucking episode, and I was just like, wait a minute, why am I still watching this shit? That's literally what I did. I paused it. I'm like, why am I still watching this? Like, this is bad. And then I was like, and then I was just like, oh, yeah, that's why I'm still watching this. And then it continued the episode. It's because of fucking Morgan and Dwight Sherry.
I have to admit, I almost quit Fear. I did. I almost did. I remember when Morgan was shot, laying there, about to get killed.
Oh, yes.
In the season 5 finale. Oh, dude, I almost said, fuck this shit. And I actually did. I did an angry review for 5/16. And then I remember I was like, guys, I'm done with this shit. I'm not reviewing no more. And then I remember frickin' everybody was like, oh, but Dan, you gotta watch it because I can't watch it. So I gotta find out what happens through your reviews. I'm like, son of a bitch. And then I tortured myself for 3 more seasons.
I'll say this. They did a big cliffhanger at the end of season 5. But I remember they had to wait a year to see that Morgan's okay.
Yeah.
Even though they put him in a teaser, like, with his, like, red eyes over the course of that year, I'm like, well, okay, you're showing me he's alive. Like, at that point, the tension was gone.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, I'm trying to compare it to the Deacon introduction. I'm like, at least the character died.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, if you would have killed Morgan off at 601, yeah, congratulations. That might single-handedly be the worst premiere just for that reason.
Yeah, for real. That would have been actually, you know how pissed off the fans would have been. We would have been raging.
I don't know if y'all heard this either. Speaking of Morgan for a minute, I freaking heard apparently that Lenny James, he did like an interview yesterday. Screen Rant released it. This was crazy. I remember he said, he was like, I haven't heard anything about wanting to come back. I haven't heard any word from Gimple or any plans for the future or anything. And I'm just like, bro, you cannot keep that character in that position. You gotta give him a reunion at some point. Like, that's a must.
Especially how you ended. Especially how you ended up.
Right. You gotta have that reunion, man. Gotta have it. You can't just fucking do that and then just leave it like that. That's not, no, come on.
Because apparently Lenny James is out of the loop. I'm like, that's sad, man. Like, nah, genuinely, you gotta do something with him at one point.
You gotta bring it back.
James is an OG character.
Right.
Well, the thing is, and I always tell people this, all them Morgan haters, I always tell them, if Morgan didn't save Rick, and Rick is what made Walking Dead at the beginning, we wouldn't even have a show. Morgan is why things happen.
Right. Yes, 100%.
I mean, there's certain things I don't like about Morgan. I didn't like his back and forth of being peaceful, and they go back to vengeance and war, and they go back to peace.
Oh yeah, like, I will say this, his character, while not perfect, I still think his character's enjoyable. I think people do give him too much hate. Like, I think the weakest season of Morgan's character, probably You know, I'd say season 8, but I actually like him putting his son down. So you know what? I'll go season 4 of Fear. The Martha shit, yeah, that's his worst stuff.
Yeah.
I agree.
Alive
I
and shit.
agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because he was very corny with that stupid bitch Shrek. Oh my god. Or Shrike.
I would say Morgan in season 8 of Fear is his worst season, but at the same time, I actually love the scene where he put his son down and shit. So
Yeah.
just for that, okay, you got me to say it's not his worst season.
Oh, yeah, the best episode of season 8. You get the best episode of season 8.
He did, yeah.
That was a good one. That was, you know, honestly, if you didn't have Padre involved in that episode, you could have caught me at a 10, genuinely.
That could have been, yeah.
Yeah, it could have been, yeah. That Padre shit, you know. Yeah, Dan Walker's praising that fucking episode so well, too.
I'll even admit, I was blindsided with that episode at first. I was like, oh, it's Morgan, so it's great. And then I remember I kind of sat on it for a little bit, and I was like, okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not that friggin' spectacular, but it's still good.
Nah, that Padre
The
shit.
Sanctuary Whited episode was fantastic. I was like, no, it really wasn't. I don't know why. I said, this dumb was in the episode.
Oh, I didn't like that episode too much. Like, I didn't hate it, but...
You know, yeah, you know what? I was actually excited for it because Dwight and Sherry, and it had to do with Sanctuary. I was excited for it, but then that killed that frickin' episode. It made me not like it. In fact, the only reason why I thought it was okay was because of Dwight and Sherry.
Well, because they single-handedly carried that episode.
Yeah, literally. Get rid of that.
June Dory. I thought June Dory was alright.
June is like...
It's up and down. She's up and down because she has very good moments, very strong moments. But then there's times where she's very like, nah, you know.
I genuinely don't know what to say about her. Right? It's like, I kind of didn't like her in 4 because she kept leaving every 2 seconds. 5, she was just boring, genuinely. There wasn't anything interesting. And then 6, I kind of didn't like her in the first half because she spared Virginia. But then 6B, I kind of started liking her because she kind of went a bit more badass mode. But then 7, she kind of didn't do much. And then 8, she got a little bit better. Like, the character's up and down.
Yeah, that is one thing I did find funny for Make Your Path Presents when he covered Fear, because you know his funny takes on Fear is fucking hysterical. he is funny. I'll give him that because he makes it entertaining, at least for Fear anyway. And I do love the point where they're driving right, and the John Dory Sr. frickin' has the gun at her point. Yeah, keep driving, sweetheart. And she's like, what did you call me? Fucking does the Karen move, you know?
Oh my god.
Does the fucking turn. And I love the way Make a Path Presents fucking gets on there. He's just like, what did you call me? I'm a Karen, bitch. Yeah. It was fucking hysterical. It was hysterical.
Always said, don't call me sweetheart.
Yeah.
Call me sweetheart.
Yeah, he freaking over exiles that. It's fucking hysterical. I was like, okay, all right, you doing these things actually makes you entertaining. I'll give you that.
But I don't understand where some people go though. Is something's not like the comic. The show sucks.
But
Yes.
those are 2 different things, though. That's the thing.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, Dan Walker,
It's not always work in live action.
No.
I think the Fantastic Four suits in the movie proved that.
yeah, literally, it's yeah.
And Walker, no, it's comic accurate. It's like, oh my god.
Not everything needs to be. Not everything needs to be like a source material. You know what's funny? If you would have given me a badass Ellie in the TV show The Last of Us, but she was nothing like the game, but she was still badass and believable, you wouldn't catch me complaining. I'd be like, okay, that's a new take. Okay.
The only thing I've seen that's really comic accurate that's good right now is Invincible.
Oh, dude. I'm just saying it. This might be a hot take. That's the best shit I've seen on TV this year. That was my favorite thing.
Wait, what was it?
I agree.
I genuinely had a blast with that. Friggin',
Wait, what was it?
yeah. Invincible.
Oh, Invincible? Okay.
I agree.
It's Robert Kirkman's like second biggest like.
I have not seen it yet. I heard it very good though. I heard it's good.
This season is pretty comic accurate as well.
Oh yeah, you know what's funny? It's comic accurate, but it's also not like, It's its own thing though in certain areas too. Like that's what I like about it.
It respects the source material very well.
Right.
And there's a game coming out for it too, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I'm in. I'm gonna get the Game of Thrones game next year, but
Oh yeah, that new game. Yeah, that looked pretty good too, actually.
if I could change the ending of season 8.
You know what they're doing with that. They're self-aware. They're like, okay, y'all want a different ending? Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's something I was watching a guy. In his argument for, he's like, you can't just change season 8. You have to change half of 6, 7, and 8. And I'm like, yeah, I agree.
But yeah, there's a lot of shit you need to change. I won't go into it because I know Ray's getting caught up, but there's a lot of shit to change there. I'll tell you that.
Wait for
It's like the change.org to change season 8. Reshoot the final season.
wait for what show? For Dexter?
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Oh, Game of Thrones. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Dexter, I mean, the original ending wasn't the worst.
For Dexter, no, the original ending wasn't horrible. There's an element of the final episode I fucking couldn't stand, but which I think you know what I'm talking about. But yeah.
Yeah.
The idea at the end is
Yeah, I definitely got to get back in the continuation reactions of that for sure.
season 3 is like my third, or it's like my third favorite season. I love season 3.
I'm liking it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah, I'm liking it. It's very
Season
good.
4 is peak. Season 2, pretty close to peak.
It's after 4 that you kind of start to get into like, okay, like it could be here or there.
It's like with Dexter, season 4 was so great that
Yeah.
every other season after, it's just like, trying
Game
to
of Thrones and Dexter are actually similar. They both kind of drop off after the 4th season.
I like 5 and I like 6. 7 is eh. And then 8 is just freaking trash.
Yeah, 8 is not good. And well, that actually goes for 8 of Game of Thrones and Dexter. They both have kind of just iffy seasons.
Sure.
House of the Dragon, season 1, pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked season 1 a lot. 2 though, it was okay. Yeah.
I like 2. Oh, they're gonna do a 3 though.
All I'll say is they've set the stakes for a great third season if they want one.
The problem with me is I already know how it ends, so I'm like,
Yeah, you do. I'm not a book reader, so I'm actually going into it like pretty blind.
all the reveals are like when I saw Christian Cole really was friggin' I'm like dishonorable and being handed the king. I'm like, yep, I knew that was tough because he was in the club.
Right.
Oh man, I have to let you go. That
Oh yeah, that's all right, Brent.
Sick time doing.
Have a good one.
All right, take it easy. Have a go. Yeah, I'm trying to find that episode actually because it's fucking hysterical.
Which one?
Oh, that fear one where he's just like a Karen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That shit is just. I will admit that's when he was entertaining. It's when he was fucking, you know, because I was hating on Fear as well. So him hating on it was actually enjoyable because he made it funny.
Ronnie Hayes in his prime, bro, was like the main Walking Dead. I remember back in the day, his content used to be fire. Like his stuff used to be really good back then.
Oh yeah. used to be good, and that's why Deadwalker still watches it today. It's like, well, it's not really the same anymore.
Nah, because all he does now is he just kind of just streams and talks about random bullshit here and there. I'm like, I miss his actual big reviews with all this cool production he had behind it and shit.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now and even says he's just doing it as a side thing now. You know, it's just like, That's probably why you're losing subs. I mean,
He kept saying too, he's just like, we will not cover Daryl Dixon season 3, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, I'll see you at Daryl 301, because I guarantee your ass will be there.
is that what he said too? He said he wasn't gonna cover it.
Yeah, like he said, like, oh, he might just binge it. I'm like, I almost guarantee 301 he's gonna be there.
I bet your ass he will be. He was there for Dead City season 2 all the way.
That's what I'm saying.
He'll freaking drag it out, you know. Though you got lesser views though as you went though. I'll tell you what, you're not used to hit the 2, 3, 4K. Now you're like 1.6, maybe 2 if you're lucky.
Well, people are probably tired of the complaining too. They're just like, okay, well, I'm free out of here.
Yeah, that's pretty much. That's pretty much where. Oh, I went too far. Whoops. Come back. That's the season 5. Damn.
He's been reviewing this shit since like the original Walking Dead season 4. This guy is like a classic.
Yeah. Yeah, I see with season 5 he was up and down with it because he reviewed some of it and then he just stopped.
Well, you know, honestly, with 5, reasonable dropping point.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. There's no file. Okay. 6.
If I ever hear somebody say, "Oh, I dropped Fear," and it's like, "Oh, when'd you drop it? Season 5?" I'd be like, "Hey, you match it."
Yeah. We're up. Yeah, that was a good one to freaking leave on. Season 6 episode. Oh, all coincidences. I think it was episode 13.
13? Oh, shit.
I think it was. Wait, let me rewind it back. Let me see. Oh, yeah, he does. It was. I knew I'd find the episode.
What the fuck?
Oh, this is great. Oh, yes. Oh, my God, yes. Oh, man, that was fucking hysterical.
Oh,
This is
frick,
my
man.
favorite part. This is where
My
he
favorite
gives
part.
somebody that toxic masculinity, and she feeds him his ass. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, here it is. Yeah, because you know he's a badass, retired, but we just can't have. It's Hollywood in 2020. You just can't have a badass guy. You know, I mean, it's a cliche, but yeah, you can't have the badass grizzled white guy. But John Dory's, you know, is already white, so they're screwed. They got to pop him in there. He's too badass. So, right here, with all due respect, sweetheart. Oh, you done fucked up. Listen, Grandpa. Oh, man. Listen, you could kidnap me. You could put a gun to my head. You can insult me. But don't you call me sweetheart, motherfucker. I will, even though your finger's on the trigger, I will slam on these fucking brakes. You know what would have been funnier? If he just blew her fucking head off. Don't call me sweetheart. She's a fucking gone. Ooh, see that look? See that look?
See that look?
Oh, yo, the Karen just came out of this bitch. She's like, oh, what? There goes the badass. So much for John Dory's dad being a badass. What a fucking bum. Is that a zombie right here? I must have missed that. It's either a camera guy or a zombie. Let's see if he gets hit either way. Oh, it's a zombie. How goofy that is. This is your badass character. This is John Dory's dad. I mean, it's kind of annoying too when they do this. They did this in Jupiter's Legacy is a new superhero TV show on Netflix, and it's actually decent. However, it's got it's got some it's weak. You know, it's not as dark, but I had some fun with it. But they have these certain generic characters where, like, you know, the character that's so damaged they just keep ruining their lives. Like, they're just a junkie, and it's like that story where it's like Hollywood and how they look at themselves. Like, their life would be fine if they wouldn't fuck it up. but because they're fucking it up so bad, their life is tragic. And it's like, well, we all can do that. I'm just going to go stab myself in the hand with a knife. Would you guys cry for me? You know, would I get a lot more super chats? You go, oh my God, your life is tragic. You were sitting there minding your own business doing a podcast, and you just stabbed yourself in the fucking hand. Jesus, your life is terrible, man. That's such a tragedy. Here's $100, you know?
Here's
That's
$100.
kind of what the one character does in that. It's really nice. It's a cliche, but they do this here with this as well. But anyhow, let's further look at how goofy he is. Look at his fucking screwball. Let's see. Oh my god. Shit's gotten real. So, my favorite part. Where'd you get that gun? You guys know it's coming, right?
Where'd you get that gun?
Why should I tell you? Badass. Alright, so what's going to happen next?
Why should I tell you?
Is he's going to say, she's going to say, well, you didn't ask about John, motherfucker. Oh, by the way, I was talking, if you lost track, I was referencing the cliche father that abandons his kid, or parent, it doesn't matter, that abandons their kid because they would have made their lives worse if they were in their lives, so they had to abandon them. And it's so true. I don't give a fuck. You a deadbeat. Fuck off and die, motherfucker. How's that? You know what I mean? Fuck off and die. I don't care. I don't have any connection with this character whatsoever. You bounced. You left the mother take care of, raising the kid, supporting the kid, taking care of the kid, giving the kid whatever. Fuck off and die. I mean, can we kill this character ASAP? Stop making deadbeat parents tragic figures. He's a fucking piece of shit. It was easier to take the easy way out and just, he's probably banging prostitutes and fucking who knows where. Oh, this is so rough.
Yeah, it's so rough.
Anyhow. But yeah, she's gonna say, "Oh, you didn't ask about John," and then he's gonna quickly go, because this is cliche writer speak we're talking here. He's gonna go, "Well, I'm an ex-cop, honey. I know you got 2 wedding rings. You got this. You got that. You just got dicked down by that fucking hobo back there. I was watching that too, but yada 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 yada." And this whole time I'm sitting there in my head watching this scene, and I'm going, "How did you notice all that, and you didn't recognize her fucking weapon that you would have recognized earlier because it would have been an easy threat for the woman you just kidnapped and held at gunpoint?" Do you know why they didn't have him do the smart thing and disarm the crazy bitch? He didn't take the gun off to Karen to stop this crazy road trip. He put a gun to her head. He didn't trust her enough to keep a gun leveled at her fucking dome. But he didn't take the gun. Why? Because the writers suck at their fucking job. And they wanted this forced scene in here. I don't know why they even... Someone look up the writer real quick and then pull up their filmography, their work in the background. I don't know why they were so adamant on this sweetheart line. Maybe it was that or a combination of that. But bottom line, this should have happened before when he was disarming her. But they wanted it in a clever way, so they should have put this before the road trip and got it the fuck over with. Because as of right now, oh my god, this is... I don't know if we all shut our brains off or something. This is dog shit. I mean, this is fuck... If we accept this shit as entertainment, listen, for a lot of the episodes this half that I didn't like, I was just like sitting back like, listen, you guys loved it. I wasn't a big fan. Enjoy it. Gloves are fucking off. There's no fucking way you like this trash. Down the road, it's going to get emotional, and I understand the emotional side of it, but parts of it are fucking too coincidental. He just so happened to, before he dies, talk about his father and this serial killer, this guy that his dad was tracking, that he planted evidence on. He goes over all this fucking story because the writers are so incompetent, they wait for actors to want to leave, and then they dump all this story right now, and then holy shit, out of fucking nowhere, they run into the same goddamn serial killer, and his dad's just here. How much better would it have been if John is the reason they are on the track of the serial killer? Now listen, maybe that's the case and I missed it somewhere. Let's back up and take a look. But how about this? What if John was the one who found something that reminded him of his dad in some way. And he, because of his, like, that attraction, he found, like, a whiskey bottle, like a half a condom, and some other shit, and he was like, man, that reminds me of my dad. Like a certain type of cigar, a whiskey bottle.
I love the fucking examples.
And something, right? And it was like, oh, that reminds me of my dad. And it was near the end as the beginning, so, you know, we would later find out that the dad was kind of sitting there drinking, smoking, and this was like a shock because he's like, holy shit, the guy is out of jail, yada, yada, yada. And it was John who put them on the same track that his father was on. If there was connective issues there, right, I'd probably be all over it and fine with the coincidence, because then it wouldn't be so heavy. Then it would be John's knowledge of all that is what pulled them closer to finding, you know, his father. But then he ends up dying before he meets his father. Which, there's a part of me, I'm like a girl throwing my hair back with this fucking cord. There's a part of me that's kind of bummed out. Like, you killed John off, and then you just brought his dad on. If he doesn't, and I like the actor a lot. He was in Dexter, and he was in fucking everything. He's one of those guys. So I like him a lot. But if he's going to continue to be in the show, I know we got clapped, which sent me in a tizzy. I was real heated, because what's with this bringing characters on and then just clapping them real quick? Why are you doing that? The show is ending and you know it, so you want to give all your friends a chance to be on the show? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Anyway, if he continues to be on the show, which I don't mind if he is, but it feels like they went like this. All right, so Gareth Dillahunt, God bless his soul, is he's leaving the show. He's had enough. He's done. He's done with us. He told us bluntly that we could suck a fart out of an ass if an ass farted in our mouth. So he's gone. He's out. He quit. No, he's done. He's done. Like, he wants to die brutally. He'll go out into the press and say it was so emotional and we came together and it was just the right time, and he'll say some shit like that. Sure, okay. But he wants to go. All right, well, what do we do about the John Dory storyline? And then some intern in the fucking back was like, hey guys, why don't we just bring his dad in and we'll, like, kill him off? And then his dad will just be, like, the new John Dory. Instead of creating a whole new character and having people fall in love, or instead of doing something with fucking Lucy, you know? Like, that's crazy bitch. Instead of doing something with her, whatever happened to, you know, sexy, bout it, you know, fucking badass Lucy? Oh, she showed up on the spot, and I had to take a break. And I was like, damn, this bitch, whoa, you know, she got me going. And now it's like, wait, who's that chick in the back? That's Lucy. Who the fuck is Lucy? Season 3? Wait, what's his name? Who? I don't know. The junkie. The junkie that wasn't a junkie? The Hollywood junkie, where it's like, oh, dun-dun-dun, you're damaged and tragic because you're a junkie, but you never see them fiending. Maybe it's like one scene he did. He crawled through a window. I'm still pissed at that pool scene, because here's what a real junkie would have done. He would have stole some shit, and then when his mother came out with some pills, she would have been like, oh, here's your pill for the day. And he would have been like this, okay, thanks, Mom. Fake popped it and used it later. You know what I'm saying? That's a real junkie. Anyway, let's back it up a bit. So, yeah, the intern was like, hey, we're going to bring on John Dory and our viewers. Look, they've been lapping this shit up. Actually, the first half of season 6 was actually solid. It was really good. I don't know what fucking happened, but it was good. I liked it a lot. This next half, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It was like the writers got brain damage or something. Something fucking happened somewhere. I'm trying to think. Maybe they locked them in a room somewhere. There's not enough oxygen. Something happened. Anyhow, so they have this break.
I love that brain damage. They can always get the first half right, but they fucking fail when it comes to the back half.
Oh, I had that facts. First half, it's like, whoa, this is really good, actually. What happened? Then second half, oh, fuck no.
It's absolute dog shit. Except season 7 and 8. Wow.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Season 7 mainly, because season 7 Bailey's dog shit through the whole fucking season.
People always say, after they set the nuke off, it's like the show just never recovered from the nuke. The nuke killed the show. I'm like, facts.
Oh, I completely agree with you. on that one. I was not excited for season 7, not with the whole nuclear thing, because I knew it wasn't gonna be good. I knew it wasn't gonna be.
The second I saw the first preview with the yellow fucking smoke in the sky, I was like, oh, this looks terrible. What the fuck is this?
Exactly. What's up, Cosmo? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, no, I didn't have any faith in it. Dan Walker, he was excited for it. He was just like, oh man, this could be really good. I'm like, yeah, except except it's not gonna be because you got shit showrunners.
I bet he cried at it.
Right idea. Okay, Gareth wants out. Get rid of him. Let's swindle. And then another intern was like, hey, my great-great-uncle's brother is fucking, what's his name? David Carradine? The guy who hung himself by jerking his gherkin? No, the fucking other Carradine. Oh, shit. Oh, Dexter. I got it. Yeah. Well, he's a friend of the friend and the family and whatever. He wants to be on the show. We'll just bring him in. All right. How long do you think we can rope him on? I don't know. Just fucking bring him on. So he's here until he gets sick of the show, which will probably be in the next episode. He'll get clapped. Anyway, so long story short, Karen is not having it with the sweetheart shit, which is fucking ridiculous because, I'm sorry, women. I hear this shit on the internet. I've never heard a woman in real life have a problem with nicknames. I get called honey by women all the time. All the fucking time. I don't think I've been called sir by a woman ever in my fucking life. I mean, have I? Maybe, and it's rare, you know? The rare occasion. Honey, all the time. Every fucking day I wake up, go to the store. Oh, honey, what do you mean, honey? Honey this, honey that, honey this. Next time I'm just gonna punch a bitch, though. I'm gonna say, like, oh, you call me honey. No, motherfucker.
Holy frick.
That'd be fucking hysterical. Please record it if you do.
Anyhow, so
that'd be great
I
content.
think it's a type of thing I will say
How
that
dare you call me honey?
kind of roll your eyes
Yeah.
at and be like, but why are we making it a thing to throw hissy fits and debates on the internet and jam it in our... It looks stupid on the screen. That looks stupid as hell. It looks so dumb. You know? They're in a zombie apocalypse. And she cares that he was like, sweetheart, if he, just, what? He fucking kidnapped her. Alright. You're coming with me. That's cool, sweetheart. You motherfucker. You know, like, that's the way we're living. That's the way we're writing.
I just love that he gets so into it, so, you motherfucker. Oh, that's fucking hysterical. You motherfucker.
I would genuinely fucking let that episode offend the fuck out of him.
But I mean, he makes that shit entertaining, I tell you what.
What are you doing? What are you doing? He took her, he kidnapped her with a gun to her head. I'm cool. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, put a gun in my head. That's what you don't see off the screen. Anyway. So, Grandpa is now recovering from his nap. He is there's some problem under the thing. Let's please skip it along here. You guys know he's hunting that guy, and it's a lot of filler, and they get to that store. None of this matters. It's all the tragic, stupid, I left him when I was a father type shit I don't give a fuck about. He's a deadbeat dad. And then he lets this idiot get the best of him, which I guess it's kind of fine because then he gets the best of him for a second until he gets shot in the back. I did like... Did I like anything? I kind of did like him by his son's grave. I did think that.
Anything?
Yeah, do I like anything?
You know, he's shot and dead. I love how when he's dying, he knows enough to grab. Yeah, at least he knows enough to brace his fall. Bro, AMC, bring me on the set, give me a fucking PB&J, I will eat dust. I will fall down. I'll be a dead character, and I will fall down. It doesn't hurt. You guys are bitches. Hollywood is full of pussies. Fall the fuck down. You don't need your hands to brace your fall. A dead body isn't doing that. A dead body's just going clunk, 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 clunk. And if you're not willing to do that, right, Give him 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Give him $50 and a sandwich. Feed me. I will eat dirt for you. I'm done. You know? Put some makeup, make me look like a different character, and I'll do it the next day. This guy, here's a little hint for the director. If he's unwilling to fall down like an actual dead body, which we're not talking about you shot him on the roof of the cabin and he's got to just fall face first onto the fucking ground. We're talking it's like 6 inches, bro. And it's close up to the camera. It's not like in the background. It's not a little blurry and muddled. It's 6 fucking inches, right? If he's not willing to do it, or you're not smart enough to ask him not to do that shit, don't have it on the camera. You can aim this up a little bit, and we can still hear the brump sound, and we get it, you know?
Fair.
God, it's fucking nice tea. The only thing good to come out of California. California raspberry iced tea. Gold Peak, hit me up, homie. Anyway, so I like when he touches the grave. And here's the thing is, I do like some of the sentiments, too, with the letter and forgiveness. There's some stuff there that I do actually really enjoy. But, again, part of the big problem is how coincidental it is. John gave her young John gave her a letter that she didn't open that just so happened to talk about her dad, that wrapped up what type of closure her dad needed in this very moment, at the same fucking time that Sherry needs to hear this, yada, yada, yada. A good writer would have done this and you wouldn't even notice it, right? These people are like, just jam it in there, you know? Then you have all that coincidence at once, and she just so happens, now I'll open it. Just, the coincidences killed me, man. It was overboard. The emotional stuff, again, if you took the coincidences out, and you actually did some small touches to make it bearable, like I said before, just have John notice something that reminded him of his dad, and then John gives up, like, before he was going to kill himself, and then he ended up getting killed. It would have been perfect. He could have talked about it then and been like, I saw that sign. June would have been like, or Morgan, what's bothering you? Well, I saw that sign, and for a moment there, I thought it was my father. I was chasing his ghost, yada, yada, yada. And, did I spell it wrong? Someone said coincidences is real big, because I typed that title fast. I might have spelled it wrong. I better look. Anyway, so if John did that and John just told Morgan and or June, like, man, listen, you know, I saw that sign, I saw the whiskey and the same cigar my dad used to smoke, and I thought it might have been him, and I was just, I pushed too far. Now we ran into this little group here and blah, blah. Again, something like that, I would have probably eaten the coincidences for breakfast. It would have been nothing. I say that was the right man. I feel like I'm all over the place.
Yeah, you know, he wouldn't have had a problem.
So, yeah,
with it, is
Sherry,
basically what he's
like,
getting at.
I like both of the actors, too.
No, that's facts.
And I don't give a fuck what they're saying. She looks really cute there. Bitch. Anyhow. I just don't care. Oh, you're going back to Negan? Oh, good luck with that. I don't care. What's this? She gets
Damn.
a necklace. Someone gets a necklace. Is
Hey,
she
I
dead?
care.
Is anyone dead?
I care all day.
Let's see. Grandpa dead? Where's he
You
going?
talk about Negan, that's
Maybe
my
I should
man.
watch this.
I'm about to say, a conversation I actually care about.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Dwight and Sherry, 100%. They were the best parts in a lot of that shit.
They kind of carried that fucking episode, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't need him. Alright, so he gets him back. I get it, okay. Alright, so they're gone. Where's the old guy? Okay, so he is alive. He's in the side of the thing. For some reason, and now Morgan, since her story arc is done, Morgan's all like, man, it's fine, come on back. It's okay, I'm not mad anymore. Oh, wait. This was even great. When you have characters who have to say this shit, right here. When you have characters who have to, like, whoa, hold up. You're my best friend's, what's a good, deadbeat dad? You left him 40 years ago and now you just died and here you are? Oh, I'm sorry. Man, he said something that was utter. So pleased to meet you. How? Your son was. Maybe that was just it. Maybe it was so ridiculous, just Morgan being like, how? I was like, oh, come on. I could have sworn one of them, though, said, like, how, like, what, that, I don't know, something ridiculous. Anyway. Yeah, that's it. That's it. What is this? Done. Oh my god, bro. Done. I just want to skip it.
That shit is great. What the fuck?
This man represents. I know him, bastard. Oh, so he's gonna. What you did today is you know the other thing? And if he's doing now what he wanted to do. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's my review of the episode. And the funny thing is, I wasn't watching it like I hate this episode. I was kind of just watching it like, why can't it just be awesome? You know? I'm just gonna vote hate on it though. Anyway, I can't not. I'm gonna vote hate. I have to. This is trash. This is all trash. And I'm so much more accepting until I skim through it again for the review. And I just thought, like, I have better shit to do than throw an hour of my life away on some stupid shit like this. It's as no, it's nowhere near as bad as, like, Batwoman, for example. And I refuse to watch that shit. I absolutely refuse. Most CW shows, I'll be real with you, Morgan said it. What'd he say? I left John years ago behind Morgan. What'd he say?
What do you say?
What did Morgan say?
What is that?
But like that woman, for example, they do this weird thing where they don't take like what's going on in current times and culture and organically incorporate it. No, they take things that are ridiculous. I don't even know, man, how to label it, and they just say it like it's the ultimate truth. Like there's no other debate. I think that's why people goof on that type of rationale, because it is literally like this: I am right and you are wrong. Shut the fuck up and die. Like that is like, for example, in Batwoman, they have a scene where some girl has like a illegal hospital, and her dad is gonna help to make it legal. And again, I haven't watched it, but a friend of mine told me about how ridiculous the episode was. And the way he explained it is, simply put, she ends up having the legitimate hospital now. However, there's a stipulation where she will refuse to call the cops if someone has a gunshot wound. Now, this is what I mean by the ridiculous. I think when I was a kid, they used to call them bleeding heart liberals. I have to mention it. That's the most people who do this shit is under that banner. The bleeding heart liberals, they used to call them back in the day. I don't know if they still do today. I don't know. I'm not into all that shit. All I know is, does something sound stupid or not? Fuck you, Democrats and Republicans. Fix the shit or go to fuck home. You know, I don't trust or like either one of you when it comes to the leaders. You know what I'm saying?
Fair on that. I respect that.
I get so annoyed with everyone on the internet because everyone is always like picking a side. Here's my side. You're both fucking idiots. Now, here's the thing. You get, and unfortunately they are more.
Here's my side. You're both fucking idiots.
It's like, no, man, because like guy comes in with a gunshot. I'm calling the cops on him. Well, you know, I, being a rational human being, would be like, well, why is that? Why do they call the cops when someone has a gunshot? I already know the answer though, because I've watched a fantastic true story documentary TV show. It's called Homicide Hunter, and the guy who hosts the show, I think his name is Lieutenant Kenda or something. It's incredible, and I'm not even big on those types of shows, but I was fucked. There's so many episodes, and the best part is he was a cop from like the 70s to like the 90s, some shit like that, where 20-some years. And more importantly, when he started being a cop, there was no radio, right? Like shit like this. So you get a perspective of before radios, but then you also get how the police force has advanced and why they do what they do. And here's a quick example of why the hospitals call the cops when someone walks in with a gunshot wound. Because there was an event, there was hundreds of them, but there was one particular event, to give you an example, where somebody came into a hospital with a gunshot wound back in the 70s, and they didn't have the technology to call all the cops and say, hey, guy with a gunshot wound. So the guy ended up, back in the day, the cops would come to the hospital and ask one by one, each hospital, because they didn't have the communication set up. Guy got shot in the leg. He ended up leaving. Cops show up like 2 hours later. Hey, and you got anyone here with gunshot wounds? And they're like, well, yeah, we fixed one up. He's been gone 2 hours now. You see which way he went? No. But that guy went off, and an hour later he killed like 3 kids, a woman, and ran to another state, shot a grandma. Like, he fucking butchered like 10 people. You know, those 10 people, totally innocent people, 4 children, they would have been alive today had they just called the fucking cops. Well, back then it was showing you how back then it was crazy, but with technology they were able to update things. So yes, you get some people who are like, that's racist, you know? And it's like, well, I will listen to you and hear you out. You know, explain to me how it's racist, but when you think of logically, you know, do you want to take that chance and say, okay, let's have criminals just run free, or do you want to put a system of checks and balances in where it's like, well, if someone shows up with a gunshot, 9 times out of 10, they're into some shady shit. And if they're not, it's probably going to be fine. You know what I mean? Like, the cops will show up and it'll be like, what happened? And I was cleaning my gun, and my wife shot me in the ass. You know? And the cop will be like, all right, are you cool with that? Yeah, all right. So, anyway, I'm voting here. I'm going to vote. We got on a little side tangent just because that I heard that show, that woman.
Yeah, that's
so not just
fucking happens a lot.
I've seen some scenes, and I was talking to a friend of mine who was, no, we're not doing any Village tonight. People keep asking me to do like a wrap-up stream, kind of just, you know, covering it all. And I think maybe we'll just do that, you know?
Oh, that's hilarious. What the frick, man?
All right, let's see the...
Yeah, it's hysterical, I tell you what. A lot of that stuff is funny, you know what I mean? But I love that, the Karen, you fucking, you motherfucker.
It's so true, though. It's like freaking, June is a freaking Karen, man. Honestly, I haven't seen it till now, but that's so freaking true.
The back half of season 6 was, it had funny moments, you know what I mean?
It was genuinely up and down. There was things I liked, but then a lot of the shit was just goofy as hell.
Like that episode was pretty funny. It was pretty, you know, because after seeing his review on it, it'd be like, you motherfucker, you know. Now I look at the episode more hysterically, you know, because now it's more hysterical, you know. But that's an okay episode. That's fine. I didn't mind that episode. It was all right. The one where John Dory dies, that was a garbage ass episode. It sucked.
I'll give you a friggin' funny episode. The one where friggin' Teddy and like Dakota and like Alicia friggin' Cole just comes in out of friggin' nowhere.
Oh yes. Oh my god. I actually freaking, you know what? That shit was so good that I actually did the video on Fear.
You know what's funny is I genuinely actually find that episode enjoyable because how shit it is in a weird way. Like, it's funny as frick.
Yes. Yeah, did you like that Fear walking to recycling old clips and killing off tons of characters? Yeah, I did that video.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dude, I remember, like, you remember like season 8 when like they started using old footage from like season 6 and then they fucking like reused it in season 8. I was like, what the hell are they doing?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Let's see if I can find that Fear one. That Fear one was hysterical. I had to freaking record that. That shit was good. It was just so fucking funny. I mean, it really was. So damn funny. Let's see here. I couldn't help but put that shit up there.
Oh, I don't blame you. Let's call their asses
All
out
the-
and then reusing old footage.
Oh yeah. Oh, I had to do that because it was like, what the fuck? Like, nah, you guys ain't getting away with that.
How lazy can you be, bro?
It was so noticeable too. That's the bad part. Yeah, the funniest lines with Teddy on episode 14.
What I've been trying to get you to understand.
Yeah.
This is what I've been trying to get you to understand, Alicia. The patterns of the universe. It's because of people like you, Cole, that the world needs to be destroyed.
That is south for you, not for them.
You know how we can fix it, Alicia?
Get rid of him.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, point the gun at
There
him.
on this end of my shotgun.
He just laughs at him.
I can't help it. Teddy's funny as fuck.
Keep walking, Grant.
He's just like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, all right, sure thing.
And the ones that aren't are living like bottom thieves.
Right?
I don't make promises I can't keep.
He's so
Gotta
brutally
be a
honest.
map.
Oh no, you're not going to find anything in there.
It's all in my head.
It's in there, huh? I'll be more than happy to open that up for you.
Cole.
Why are you protecting his asshole?
Teddy.
It's okay. It's okay,
It's
Sue.
okay.
I love that. I love that. It's just fucking hysterical. It's okay, Sue.
Where is it?
Go on, kill me. Return me to the earth.
Yeah.
I will live on, and someone else will finish what I started.
I love that. Go on, kill me. Return me to the earth.
Return me to the earth.
I'll go on. I'll live on, and somebody will finish what I've started.
That might single-handedly be the best fear villain of the Ian Andrew era, just for that bullshit alone.
Oh yeah, for real. Okay, he's like Cole's like, all right.
Move.
I love his fucking eyes when he's standing there. Move, and he just goes. The fucking eyes. It's fucking hysterical. It's just great. It's fucking beautiful.
Oh, fuck me, bro. I kind of wish they kept Teddy around, bro. I feel like we
Oh, I know.
shit like
Oh,
that.
how upset you were when her body went flying.
He's still smiling. Teddy.
What the hell? I'll blow her damn head off.
Go on. What kind of a psycho are you? Well, you're the one who's shooting shotgun shells into a corpse.
Facts.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. That's not my mother.
Lied to us.
I told you the truth. But you were right. I confess. Our journey here was not a coincidence. I was hoping to find proof that all the people that your mother saved were dead. I didn't suspect that I was going to find a living one, which proves my point even more.
I love that he just turns around, didn't find a living one, and then fucking Coley just looks at him.
One more chance, old man. Where are you going?
Yeah. He just smiles.
It's okay. Everything I planned will proceed even without us being present.
Don't worry, everything will proceed, even as proceed.
They don't know what you know. Hey, Cole! Killing people you know can be very difficult if you're weak.
I'll shoot you, Alicia. Kill it! Wait. Do it. Do it!
I love that. I love that the fucking zombie. Do it. And the zombie's like, man.
Like cheering her on.
Thought it was going to be Jane Morgan, but looks like we're going to have to do it. What a surprise. I will shoot.
No, it's okay.
No, Sue. No, Sue. It's okay.
She's not going to stop what we're doing, and I want her alive.
Yeah, I want her alive.
It's like all they got a southern accent a little bit. What the frick?
Oh, I love it. Do it. I want the zombie. The zombie's like, yeah.
That's genuine. The one thing about Fear I Miss is how fucking funny.
Oh man, that season 6, man, they fucking hit it on the dot with that shit, man. They really did, man. They freaking did, man. Oh man. I love it.
I actually wish they kept Teddy around, bro. That guy was freaking crazy.
That character was freaking hysterical.
Oh, that's so good.
And of course, the damn bitch had to kill him off.
Oh, man.
How dare her. Freaking shot him right there. I was like, no, you bitch.
As he calls her Sue.
Yeah, I laughed at that fucking part too. That was hysterical. I love that. No. It's okay, Sue. It's like,
It's okay, Sue. It's okay.
it's okay, Sue. He knew he freaking had her brainwashed and she was going with it. It's okay, Sue. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. Nah, don't be. That was never my mother.
This dark, dramatic music. Wait, what did you say?
He's a mind reader. He fucking knew that Cole was gonna see him flip out with that.
He oddly knew what was gonna happen next. Bro was like a freaking time traveler.
Literally, that's what it got from it. I was just like, this motherfucker already fucking time traveled. He fucking knows what's happening next. Insane.
Can you imagine they just broke the immersion? He's just like, listen, I've seen season 7 and 8. You can shoot me right now if you want to.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that episode was actually good because it was hysterical.
That episode just felt like a comedy, genuinely.
Oh, literally. But yeah, I mean, you freaking brought him back just to kill him off in the same episode. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was so good. That's the fear way. You bring someone back from one episode, then it's like, oh, they're dead again. Okay, shit.
Literally. But yeah, no, people comparing Fear with Dead City, or any of the spinoffs, just stop. Like, you're insane. Like, I will call you that. I'll call you insane. Truly.
Like I said, with the exception of the tribe, the humming tribe, that's the only thing. Aside from that, I think this season's been way better than Fear.
Oh, 100%. Like I said, Dead City is not making me hate, well, I mean, besides Herschel, but I don't really conclude that because I think they want you to hate Herschel. I mean, you have to be insane if you like Herschel. If you like Herschel, you're going to have to give me a paragraph on why the fuck do you like that character. But, literally, but they're making it so you hate that character. That makes sense. I can understand that. With Fear, they were not trying to get you to hate almost every fucking character.
Like, for example, I'm supposed to like Anton. I don't fucking like Anton. Fuck that little shit.
And that's the thing. They wrote, and that's what I don't get that with the new spinoffs. I don't get me, hating or starting to be like, okay, you're writing them so shit and poor that now you're making me not even care about the characters. With Fear, nah, the second you got to that back half of 4 and then 5, it started to make me like, okay, I'm not really liking some of the characters as much as I used to, and it just kind of started draining.
Oh, also, in 6A, 6A kind of saved the show at times, because if 6A didn't happen, I think I would have just quit the show. I'd have been like, screw this, it's just bad. Like, I'm not even going to watch it.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. And a lot of people do praise Season 6 so much, and there's good elements of it, but then there's also shitty elements of it, too. So it's kind of
the first half I enjoyed. I'll actually defend the first half. The second half, though, I did not like it at all.
Yeah, it just, I don't like that villain, though. That villain, I hate her.
Oh, you're talking about Virginia? Oh, yeah, no, she sucked.
Yeah, she's terrible. But the other reason why Season 6 irritates me in some aspects is because that's when you destroyed Anton's character for me. That's when you destroyed it. You completely did for me. You really did. Because I actually did start liking him in 4 and 5. I did. Not as much in 4. It was kind of like, okay. And then 5, he actually started being good. You know what I mean? He was on the redemption path. If you know what I mean.
6 is one of those ones where it's like, what's funny? I liked his double agent plot, like as like he screwed over Virginia and he turned on her and stuff. I kind of like that, but then you ruin it with me when it's like he tries to kill Morgan in the submarine and then goes off on his own and creates the tower. That's when I was just like, okay, this is stupid.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I think if you would have just stuck to the working undercover, and then maybe you came back, after those things went that way, then I think it would have been okay with it. But you basically sent them back to being a backstabbing bastard again, and that's when I was just like, you're not redeeming him for me.
The thing is, if Strand stayed as a backstabbing bastard over the course of the entire show, then I wouldn't have had a problem with it because I would have been like, okay, that's his character. But it's like, the thing is, that's not his character at all. At times he's a backstabber, but then, he's a good guy again, and then, now he's a backstabber, and then now he's a good guy again, and then finally he's a backstabber. Like, that's when I was just like, okay, y'all failed with this character because you can't pick a frickin' lane.
Right, for real. And honestly, you should have killed him off. He really deserved to die.
The only reason that to me is that the actor's good. I always liked the actor, and they've given him such shit material that I was like, man, no, this actor deserves better, because I actually like the actor.
I like the actor too, I do. You just made me shit on him so much, I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know.
It really did. I mean, it really did. The plot armor for that character is it's so ridiculous. It's a joke, honestly. It really is, because it's like you're not gonna kill him because he's so great, but at the same time he deserves to die because he's a backstabbing piece of shit.
You know what else really annoyed me? Was when they frickin' started messing up Daniel's character as well.
Oh, yeah.
He's like this John Wick motherfucker in the first few seasons, and then later on, he turned into this dementia old man, doesn't remember shit,
Yeah.
Oh, I hated that stuff.
100%. Yeah, it was ridiculous. It really was. I hated him in season 8 though. It was bad.
Yeah, no. The reason why this season of Dead City really is not fear is because at least when Negan was down on the ground when Maggie was gonna kill him, sure, am I getting a little tired of Maggie trying to kill Negan? I think a lot of people are.
Oh.
But at the same time, I mean, at least I was on the edge of my seat for Negan. If I wasn't, then there'd be a problem. But I was, so it's better than fear.
So was I. You saw my reaction. I was like, oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. If I care that much, it means it's still a good enough.
Oh yes, I still care about the characters, and I'm going to tell you what. They would have to do a lot to make me not care. They would. They would have to do quite a bit, and more than just one season. I mean, I would get very irritated. Don't get me wrong, and I'd probably rage. But it would take me more than one season to ruin it. It's just because that's how much I like the character. That's how much I'm attached. Because you got so many great seasons with him, and you build such an awesome arc with his character. That's how much I'm attached to his character. And
well, not to mention Jeffrey D. Morgan's charismatic as hell, so you'd have a hard time getting me to dislike him. I'll say.
Well, that too. But it's the same thing with Maggie, though. Maggie was a little bit more on edge, I would say. That one was a little bit more, But then again, I'm also forgiving as well. So it's a mix of kind of both,
2 brought her around for me. Definitely. Season 2, they kind of fixed up her character.
Yeah, they
season
did.
1, you know what's funny? I actually like Maggie in season 1. I just think they got a little repetitive with her character. But season 2, they got better with her. Besides her trying to kill Negan, I kind of rolled my eyes at that. Yeah. Aside from that, though, I don't know. I like Maggie in season 2. I think she's been pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, 100% agree. I mean, I gave her another chance, and she did actually, she turned around, and I was like, all right, W's. So I'm back on board with her character. Your son, however, no.
Maggie was one of my favorites in the OG seasons of the original show, so I'm glad that I can enjoy her character again.
100%. Darrow's another one. Takes the act of God for me to hate. Really will. I
Now,
just.
you know what's funny? Daryl, I actually think is good all the way through the whole thing. And like I said, season 8 of the original show is the only time I was getting. I was a little like, okay, what the hell? But aside from that, I've always liked Daryl. Daryl's always been an enjoyable
Yeah.
character.
You know what? It was more of me just being disappointed. You know what I mean? Like, listen. I was kind of sitting back and I was like, listen, my man, come on, turn around, okay? I understand why you're doing these moves. I understand it, but come on now. This is not being the smartest, all right? I can admit to that.
Well,
You know,
I remember I lost my
please
patience
turn
with-
around. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to hate you, my man. I love you, man. You know what I mean? Like, turn around.
When he put Rick in a chokehold and like was strangling him, I was like, okay, writers, you turn this around right now because that's fucking stupid, which they did. So thank God.
Well, see, no, I didn't look at it as in a bad way. I looked at it as two brothers got in a fight. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I looked at it. You know, brother fashion. You know, they got in a fight. You know what I mean?
I think my main thing with Daryl in season 8 is he was too trigger happy. I think he went too far the other way to where it's like, okay, dang, like, you know, maybe chill out. Like, Daryl, you don't have to kill innocent people, bro. Like, holy shit.
Well, yeah, but I can I can understand his rage though. I could at the same time because he had that heaviness of feeling like it was his fault with Glenn. And
He carries that shit with him too. You can even tell, even like up to nowadays, like he still feels like that shit's his fault. Which, you know, what's funny. I'm not gonna deny that. Yeah, he kind of forced things to go that way. But
he kind of did. Yeah.
That's something he's got to live with. It's part of his growth as a character.
Right. Exactly. And I think that's why he freaking went so rage mode as he did, is because he wanted to fucking fix it, which I can understand that.
Oh, and besides season 8, genuinely, and even that season, I enjoy him to a degree. I
Right.
think Daryl's always been good. Like, honestly, even the weaker seasons here and there, I think Daryl's always been consistent.
Yeah, that's why I love the character so much. That's why he's like my number 2. You know what I mean? Or my number 1. I'd say right now he's number 2 because Negan's number 1 right now. But season 3, you can turn it around. You know, it's kind of back and forth for me. You know, with each new season. You know, if the character really shines in that season, you know what I mean. I kind of switch it back and forth. Because
it's well, you know my favorite frickin' yeah.
Oh yeah, Rick. Yeah.
Rick, that man made The Walking Dead for me. I mean, I love all the other characters.
Rick
like,
is number 3 for me.
The other characters, but Rick is. Oh man, well, I mean, you saw the first clip. I was freaking like.
He was number 1 though. He was number 1 for a while, and then he kind of took. I don't want to say took a little bit more of a backseat, but he kind of did a little bit. And then I kind of.
So I want Mr. Gimple to give frickin' Rick and Daryl their darn reunion that they frickin' deserve. So.
Oh, I know. I 100% agree, man. I 100% agree. You know, but
now, if you gotta put him as a guest star in the Daryl show to give us the darn reunion, then do that, bro. I don't give a shit.
Right? Yeah, for real. No shit. But that's why I kind of put Negan and Daryl on the top now, because you know what I mean, because they're more of the front and center right now. So it's like, okay, I'm just loving their shit. You know, I'm loving what I'm seeing, at least out of them. You know what I mean, out of their characters. But you put Rick back on there and he's front and center again. Yeah, he could probably take that spotlight for sure. You know.
That's why we should have had the ones who lived season 2. Let that man shine, because I'll tell you what, man, he was leading that show in a really good way. Frick, man.
Oh, it was. He really was, man. And Dead Walker's on crack for saying that it's not the same Rick.
Oh, bullshit. Here's the thing, bro. Instantly, in the opening scene of the show, I was just like, there's the lead of the Walking Dead again. Let's do it.
No, for real. That's what I'm saying. Like he was just like no, it's Rick, but the writing is just it's not the same. It's just, I'm just like, oh my gosh.
You know, I'll say this. Michonne has some cringy lines. Rick, I thought was good all the way through. Even
So
in
did I.
106,
That's what I thought. Yeah, I would completely agree. I think he's, he just hating on the spinoffs. That's what it is.
Good lord, man. I don't know. I still love Rick. I love Negan. I love Daryl. Like, I don't see the problem with them. I really
And I
don't.
love Carol too. She's fucking great. Well, she's up there. She really is.
Yeah, Carol's good. Maggie, I was on the verge with her, but I gotta say, they're making her really good now, so.
Yeah. Yep, 100%. 100%. Definitely excited to see Daryl. I hope it is longer. You know what I mean? I hope what they're saying in the Discord is true, That'd be great.
Cool.
That'd be awesome. Truly. That'd be great, actually.
The rumor I heard, and keep in mind, keep this with a grain of salt, because for all we know, this isn't true, but
Right.
from what I've heard, is that we're getting a first half of season 3 in the fall, and then early parts of 2026, we're getting a second half of season 3. Like, they're extending it to that degree, which I'm like, that would be crazy. That would be very insane.
That would be. Wow. Grain of salt. Take note of the grain of salt.
Yep. Oh no, if it happens, genuinely cool. And if it is just 6 episodes and that's all the season is, then okay. I mean, at that point, I'll say this: I hope it's good. It looks good, so I'm rooting for it.
Yeah, hope it's good. You know what I mean? Turn it back around. Give us another W season. That'd be great. Or give us a W season. You know what I mean? Like season 1. That'd be awesome.
I'd say, because season 1 was heat. Like, season 1 was great. Season 2.
I was still being generous. I will say I was still being generous because I gave you an 8. I'm still holding on to my 8, but it's it's a let's just say you're on the edge of being below an 8.
I'm at the point with Daryl where I'm like, look, I'm not even asking for much because these are spin-offs. They're not the main show.
Yeah.
Just give me an entertaining Daryl Dixon show. Don't do weird shit like
'Cause I think-
Isabel 2
yeah.
episodes after. You got
'Cause
her
I think-
Daryl, like shit like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, because I think you gave Daryl an 8 too, didn't you? Or an 8.
I did.
You did, yeah. Yeah, see, it's just on the bridge of an 8. And the biggest points that, I minus is Isabel death and the villain being meh. The ending villain was meh.
Oh, you're talking about, what the heck's her name? Jacinta or whatever? Jacinta and frickin', what's his name? That religious guy. Yeah. I didn't really like their characters too much. They weren't.
Should have switched it around. You should have had the other bitch be the main.
Oh, Janae? Well, yeah, Janae was good. Yeah, I liked her.
Should have had her be the end.
Agreed. I think she should have been the final boss anyway. I mean, she
Sure.
had, like, the big army and shit. Like, she was the big villain.
And even if you had the same death, I would have been fine with that. I would have been okay with that.
I agree. You know what's funny? I wouldn't have killed her at the old people's house.
No.
That shit was stupid. I would have just killed her in the finale in a big boss fight with her Walker army.
Yeah.
And then she still gets that freaking gun.
Yeah.
And she dies by what she does to the Walkers. That would have been poetic as hell. I still would have loved that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and you could have killed those religious bastards. You could have killed them off in, like, episode 2 or 3. 3 at the latest. But
You know what I would have done is exactly episode 3 when Daryl enters the castle to try to get Laurent out.
Yeah.
I would have just done a big boss fight right then and there, and they would have killed those friggers. That's what I would have done.
there you go, yeah. Yeah, see, that would have turned that season all around. Really, it would have.
And then Isabel gets to stick around. Like then you'd be talking. You might even catch me at a 10.
Yeah, for real, man. But hey, you kept me at an 8, so it's like, it's decent. It's decent, but coming up from a 10 from the first one, I think I gave it a 10 too. I think I did. Might have.
Season 1's a 10. That shit was fresh. It was unique, and it felt different, but a good different. Like it felt very. I don't know. Season 1 of Daryl is honestly still my favorite spin-off season of these new shows. It genuinely is just the best.
You know what's funny when I saw a poll on it was Ones Who Live, Daryl, and then it was Dead City. Which one is the best spinoff? And I think what was another one in there? Maybe Tales or some shit. I don't know. Was another?
If season 3 of Daryl, that might be the best spinoff. Genuinely, that was determinant.
You know what majority?
Frig off.
You know what majority picked? I was actually shocked. They actually picked Daryl.
Really? Like I said, I could see it. If season 3 is great, then I could maybe actually see that perspective.
Yeah, I was actually surprised, and it was like 56% say Daryl Dixon spinoff is the best one. I was actually surprised. And Ones Who Live was the second best, and then it was Dead City the last. Huh. I was like, wow. I was like, wow. Okay, so damn. All right, so everybody's saying Daryl. All right, that's interesting.
I mean, Rick's my favorite character. I'm a bit biased towards the Ones Who Live.
It did. Yeah.
But I mean, I'll admit that show is not as flawless as Daryl. I think Daryl's had better writing.
Right. Yeah. For real. Yeah. So hopefully season 3 definitely kills it. You already know where they're doing season 4.
Oh, they're filming that as we speak. As we're talking right now, Norman's probably killing some zombies. So.
Oh yeah, he's probably killing some zombies and swinging and swinging.
Right, friggin'. I'll say, genuinely, I kind of wish they did a London season. I mean, because London looked really cool. I almost kind of wish they did a season there and then did Spain, honestly, because London looks pretty cool.
Yeah, for real. Not gonna lie on that one. The shots look beautiful.
Yeah, like, I don't know if you saw the opening scene, but
it
was nice,
I did.
man. It looked really cool.
And I'm gonna upload it for you guys pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what it is, man. That show's just got, like, a nice visual look. Whoever films it, they do a good job. Frick me.
It must be, it must be, a good deal and this and that. What my guess is probably because it probably got a lesser, Dead City got a lesser budget because when they changed the locations because they were having problems with New York, which piss on you, New York, for not letting them do a second season there, or continue. Because honestly, I think season 2 would have been great. You know what I mean? Like season 1 in terms of quality. You know what I mean? I think it would have been if the state of New York didn't be such bastards. You know what I mean?
Because I don't know about you, but like season 1, I felt like I was in New York. You could tell, like season.
And that's
2,
because they agreed to do it there, and I think they tried to be like, all right, we're going to do season 2, and I think that's why it took longer too. Is because when the New York said, well, actually, no, you can't do it here anymore. You're not allowed to, whatever like that. Well, why? Why can't we? Fucking being bastards, honestly. It's just, I don't know.
That's how you know the budget was bad. You literally had Croat eating food out in the street. I'm like, you couldn't even get a set of a restaurant of some kind or some shit like that. Like, damn.
Yeah, I think they were just like, well, shit. Well, damn. Well, this show is based on this freaking state, this city and everything like that. Well, what the hell we got to do now? Well, I can't. We have to pick a different location, I guess. We still got to keep it in New York, but well, I guess we could do it in Massachusetts, I guess. Well,
I feel bad for the production team because I think season 3 is filming in Massachusetts as well too. So I'm like, damn, really? Shoot.
Oh yeah, is it? Yeah. Yeah. See, it's. I'm blaming the governor of that state. They're probably being assholes, probably. Because I'm sure they want to film it in that city. I'm sure they do. But they're not letting them for whatever reason. Who knows why?
Not so much dead city as dead town.
Yeah, for real. Huh. Maybe they didn't like how shit they were making it look. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Well, the thing is, it literally felt like I remember, I see it's the same church room that Negan's in all the time.
Yeah.
It's the same one hallway, and it's the same cell. I'm like, holy shit, bro! That's actually break out of that and see some other locations. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's it's a mix. It probably gave him a steal, like, oh hey, you can do it in Massachusetts, and it's only half the price. Oh, Abe's is probably like, oh, it's a steal.
I low-key wish Walking Dead would get a sign-on deal at this point with Prime Video or something, because they would give them a freaking big budget. Like their shows at that point, every show would look like Daryl Dixon. Genuinely, every show would look like it.
Oh yeah. They could be looking at ratings too. You know what I mean? That could be looking at that too. That could be another factor. It's possible. You know.
Maybe that's why there isn't as much.
That could be. It's hard to really say. Could be some contracting issues. It could be, it could be a couple things. Really hard to say. I hope season 3 looks better. You know what I mean? That's all I will say. I'm fine if you do it in the same location. Just try to put more effort into it. You know what I mean? Try to make it look better. You know?
Yeah, because by the time we got to the finale and they were using old shots from season 1, I was just like, oh, okay. Oh man, you're gonna need a better budget or something. Because what the frick?
Yeah. Just make it look better. You know what I mean? Put more effort into it. You know, just try to go all out. You know, I'd say.
Well, this is a story thing. Put my man Dwight in there.
Yeah. Yes. You know what? I have a funny feeling that because you say Dwight that Seth Hoffman is actually going to listen and actually put him in there. Something kind of gives me a crazy idea that I'm thinking that he might actually do that.
I'm just worried that Gimple tries to interfere and he's like, oh, I can't do that, you're not allowed to. I'd be so pissed.
Or if he does, it won't be in the beginning, it'll be near the end, you know what I mean?
Which, I guess that's fine. Put him in whenever you put him in, but still, yeah, it would be cool. I think, honestly, and it's funny, I don't usually like hearing spoilers for TV shows, but if I saw a set photo come out in a couple weeks when season 3 starts filming, and I see Dwight on set, genuinely, I'd like to actually know that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be hysterical.
That
And I can just picture the freaking teaser right now, you know what I mean? You can build it up really good too, you know what I mean? When you get the teaser going, you know what I mean? And don't show too much, obviously, but, you could just, you could just have that figurine of Dwight, you know what I mean? Not actually show his character, but you know what I mean? Have maybe a shadow of Dwight's character, you know what I mean? Or something like that.
Oh, I like that idea. No,
You know?
I actually like that. For a marketing thing, imagine
yeah.
the first teaser of season 3 is you see just the figure that he had on a table or something.
Yeah.
And it's just a season 3 of 2026, and you'd be like, oh shit, I know what's going on here.
Yeah, and then you could even have Negan be like, he could do a crazy reaction like, I thought you were dead, or something like that. Is that who I think it is? Something like that, you know what I mean? And then it just goes right to black and you're like, oh shit.
Genuinely, bro, you get people so excited. Because the thing is, this show is based around a lot of savior-oriented stuff. You gotta put Dwight in this show. You had Simon crying a lot.
Yeah, for real. You can't miss him. You should put him in there. Be a higher rating.
Lauren says there's 2 seasons worthy of material left potentially. I'm like, okay, well if you got 2 more seasons, you gotta do it now. Frick, man.
Yeah, she's wanting to go 5. I know that.
Yeah, there might be a 5th. It's either 2 or 3 more seasons. It's one of the 2.
Yeah. And then you got her saying, I'm fine with 2 more, and then we take a break, and then we come back, and then we do more.
Now, see, if I was her, this is what I would say. 2 more seasons of Dead City, maybe a few more of Daryl, and then you do your merge. You merge all the shit together after you take a little break, and you bring all the characters together. That's what I think they should do.
Yeah, 100%. Not Daryl being like, I'm shooting for the sky, baby. 6 seasons, let's go.
Genuinely, honestly, if they are smart, if they know what's good for them, they do 4 seasons. 4 seasons of Dead City, 4 seasons of Daryl. 2 for each. And then
Right.
you do the merge.
Yeah, something like that, man. Something tells me, though, man, when season 3 finishes, season 3 airs, season 4 finishes, and then...
We're filming season 5.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna be like, oh jeez. I'm gonna be laughing my ass off. I really will be, man. I'll be laughing my ass off. And we already be like, oh yeah, they're already working on season 5. I'll be like, god damn it.
Man, it sucks, man. I love Daryl. I love his character.
Oh, man.
We need 8 seasons.
I'm gonna be like, well, Dan Walker, your bitch ass is wrong yet again.
Oh my good lord.
8 seasons, here we come.
8 seasons is too much for me. I'm good with 4 or 5.
mean, at that point, I'll call it. You know what I mean? At that point, I'll call it. You're freaking working on 5 already. Shit. 8.
You know what's funny? I bet it. This time next year, we'll be filming season 5.
I'm not Jesus gravity. You know what? I'd probably call it as well, honestly. I hope he proves me wrong, but
Oh, call me crazy. I'd be excited. If I heard that season 4, the season they're filming right now, is the final season, and that means that we get to merge the shows after that, oh, hell yeah. I'd take that opportunity any day.
right, for real.
Get all our favorite characters on the same screen again.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, man. He's going supersonic speed with this shit.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, he's the Tom Cruise of television. He's just doing everything.
Yes. Oh, and don't worry about Death Stranding too. He's fucking going with that too.
Crazy, man. Oh, I genuinely admire his work because does this man get a second apiece? Genuinely, like all the work he does? Holy shit.
Yeah, because the creator of Death Stranding already said he's already in talks about doing a 3rd.
That's crazy, man. Holy frick.
He's just like, yep, already in talks. He's like, already getting plans, already getting things kind of scoped out. But Death Stranding 3 seems like it's gonna happen. I'm like, God damn, okay. And I'm like, shit, I haven't even finished the first one.
One of the big shots I keep seeing in Death Stranding is like Daryl like blue for some reason. I was like, what's he blue for? Shit.
I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, holy shit, there must be a lot of fucking story I'm not fucking understanding yet, that I'm not even at yet. Holy fuck.
Well, it's that. I haven't played number 2 either. I haven't played that one at all, so what the frick?
Yeah, I mean, it looked, from the teaser I saw, though, it looked fucking really good.
You know what I like about it? It looks like real life, genuinely. It looks
It looks amazing. I ain't gonna lie. And the collector's edition was awesome. It was an 8.5 out of 10, I thought. Very good.
Yeah, no. Very, very cool.
The sculpture, that was fucking fire. That was a 10 out of 10. I couldn't believe the creativity on that. That was cool.
Just keeping that grind going, man. I tell you.
I know. It's just, like I said, I wish I would have known about the getting all the stuff, you know what I mean, for the different groups and everything like that. I wish I would have known, like, you have to keep getting the different ones that they need, that are important, not based on, like, the 5-star ratings, you know what I mean, of going, getting supplies for every single group, I wish I would have known about that, because if I would have progressed more in the story.
Yeah, facts.
Because that's what, nothing was fucking moving. I was sitting there grinding and I'm like, am I progressing? And I'm like, I'm looking at the progressing and it's staying the fucking same. I'm like, God damn it, I'm not moving anywhere. What the fuck? And then I finally figured out, and then I looked at the thing, it's just like, oh yeah, well if you want a better rating and this and that out of the group, then you can sit there and keep redoing the same missions, carrying the supplies back and forth, and you'll get a better rating out of it, and this and that. But it does not progress the story. I'm like, motherfucker.
All I'm saying, man, is thrive on freaking Death Stranding and freaking Days Gone, because next thing you know, it's like, oh shit, I gotta pull up fucking Last of Us Part 2 again. Oh shit. So.
Oh yeah. But generally though, like, I'm excited. I'm excited for 2. I really am, because I don't even know how the first one ends, and it's a crazy experience already. I'm not even halfway through the goddamn game. That's the crazy part. I'm at 47%.
Damn. So you're only like kind of just reaching the midway point. That's crazy.
It is, and I'm just like, damn. And there's still so much more story, and then you got a second one, and then you're in talks with the 3rd one. Holy shit.
Like, bro, I gotta get caught up first. Frick me, slow down.
Yeah, don't goddamn. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, damn, Norman Reedus, man, he's gonna be fucking grinding on that shit too.
All I'm saying is, this man is living nice, man. He's living nice right now.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't even be surprised at this point. The creators would be like, yeah, we do a 4th.
Let's do a 4th one before the 3rd one comes out.
Yeah, for real. No, but generally, yeah. I mean, I'm happy. I'm enjoying it though. The Sam character, as Norman Reedus, fucking fire. I mean, he's a great character. I love him. He's a badass. Honestly, I give him all the respect because all the freaking supplies he has to carry, and you see how much freaking shit you have to carry with that character, you know, with the Sam character. You see how high I got that? I mean, the freaking thing is so high it freaking hits the ceiling of the freaking building. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, this man carries a arsenal with him. Holy friggin' heck.
I mean, it's insanity. I mean, it's just like, he freaking just does it. No problem. No problem with these. I'm just like, damn. What a brother. I tell you what. But the story is interesting. You know what I mean? It's and that's what I like about it. It's so different and unique to any other game I've ever played. So, you making a bunch of sequels out of it is honestly just exciting for me because I've never seen any other game do something like this. You know what I mean? Like the enemies that you're controlling or that they have to fight against are like liquid. I mean, like you know, they're like DVDs or whatever you call them. You know, they're like crazy creatures. You know, they're just not something that you would experience, you know, as a villain, you know. And the villain himself is crazy because he can control the weather and shit. You know, it just can get frustrating when you're trying to sit there and go through the terrain and, you know, and then your shit falls and then it gets damaged and it's like, fuck. Really. You know, that type of stuff is frustrating. It very is. Or if you do have to fight the creature, you know, and then all your shit gets all thrown and then you get carried away like a freaking fish, you know, because it freaking rides you through the waves.
And controlling the weather is one of the craziest things. I remember that threw me off when I first played. I was like, oh, this guy's crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah, but the story is very, like, it really, it sucks you in, you know what I mean? Especially with the baby and all the flashbacks and stuff like that. It's very, like, creative, you know? It's a definitely a different type of experience, but I'm very engaged in it. I really am. I'm attached to the characters. And I'm definitely intrigued to see kind of how it all kind of ends, and then how the sequel continues that. That's why
we know Sam survives for a while, so.
Oh yeah, Norman Reedus, he ain't going nowhere. He's the heart and soul of that game franchise. I'll tell you what.
That's like the one spoiler we do know is that frigger's going to be going around for a while, so we don't got to worry about him. Frick.
Oh yeah, man. And yes, I do see him still as Daryl Dixon. You know what I mean? Like I do. You know.
Oh, he's one of those ones, and I mean this in a great way. He's typecasted. Like he's one of them ones where it's like when you see him as Daryl, you can't see him as anything else. He's just Daryl.
Yeah, literally, he's just Daryl for every character. But honestly, he does fit the Sam character very good, though. He does. He fits it really good.
I agree.
And I do like the little winks that he does at you. You know what I mean? When you're sitting in the, you know, the bunker and shit like that, he'll wink at you. You know, he'll do funny things like that, which is cool. You know, you can give my man a shower. Hey.
Hell, Walking Dead don't do that, low-key, so I mean, yeah.
And you know what's more funny too? When you're taking a shit, it gives you Ride with Norman Reedus on AMC.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I freaking laugh at that shit. I'm like, oh wow, okay, you got your own advertising. I see you.
This game can be a promotional piece for him as well.
For real. But he just kills it though, honestly. You know, I say it's a W game, truly. Evidently the game is doing very well as well because if you're already in talks with the third one, shit, that already tells you that the second one's doing very good. I mean, hell, you got people like Penguin, he's playing it. You know, and that's a big YouTuber. You know, he's 13 million, 14, 15 million subs. And he's playing Death Stranding 2 right now. I think he's already like 2 or 3 parts in, I think, with his live streams. And they're pretty, I'm pretty sure they're pretty lengthy. So, you got him playing it, and I saw a couple other people playing it. A couple other big ones playing it. So that tells you that, you know, there is a big fan base for it. For sure.
Really though, like, Norman Reedus is one of the best actors of the modern day. Like, the grind that guy just continues to just go on, man. Like, he just keeps going. Like, he never stops. There's always something coming out with Norman Reedus in it.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy's like late 50s. Nah, you gotta respect that. That's crazy.
That is crazy, man. I'm just happy that he can make something that I'm actually like, that he's in a fire game like that. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, it shows you like, well, damn, because you see his character in Death Stranding, and he looks fire. You know what I mean? The game's awesome looking. You know what I mean? It's realistic, everything like that. And then it makes you think like, damn, you see the potential there could have been in a Walking Dead game.
Oh, dude, like, we should, at the very least, they should make a Daryl game or something, because they would probably do good
Right.
with it. Very good.
Yeah, not the survival instinct, right?
I would say, we don't talk about that. That game didn't happen. That's not a Daryl game.
Oh man, I actually did play that game on my Xbox. No cap, I did. I do actually have that game on my DVD.
I've only got like a few minutes to chill still, but I wanted to ask you one thing. Did you hear that the third Clementine book came out?
Oh yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
I like that you forgot about that.
Like, bro, I gotta freaking read that bullshit. Frick me.
I know Down the Bomb, he already covered it. I know he did. I watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch much. It was just the very beginning. Like when he read the reviewers, which, well, not a surprise. There's 7 reviewers saying how amazing the book is.
Oh yeah, I bet it's a masterpiece.
Oh yeah, that's what they were saying. They're just like, oh my gosh, she made such a thriller trilogy of books of Clementine. It's like, oh, yeah, okay.
You know, I'll congratulate them on this. They killed her off by the sounds of it. Like, frick me, bro.
Yeah, I forgot about it coming up too. I'm not gonna cap until I saw Down the Bomb's live stream on it when it was scheduled. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That shitty book is coming out.
People like, we don't have Walking Dead content until September. I'm like, unfortunately we do actually. Shit.
I never get the online version. I always wait for the comic book itself.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna. I actually don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna read it at some point, but man, it does not look good.
Because it's keeping me away from it for a little bit longer. I am waiting for the paper book version, which that's not releasing until July 8th. So, I am waiting until then.
Moment of relief.
Yeah, I get a little bit more of a break. I don't know Dom's rating. I don't know what he thinks of it. I can already tell you it probably is trash. That I can guess.
All I know is that he put a community post about it, like literally a few hours ago,
Oh, really?
and it just showed an image of Ellie saying Clementine saying absolute cinema. I'm like, what?
Oh, really?
So apparently it's cinema from what he says.
Absolutely. Wait, okay, now you got my curiosity.
Yeah, I saw posters. I was like, wait, it's that good? There's no way it's that good.
That must be like a sarcasm. Oh, yeah. Well, I see it now.
I hope
Realizing the comic books are done. Oh, no, okay, I get why he's doing that now. Realizing the Clement books are done. The comics are done. Absolute sim. That's what he's referring to. So he's not saying that the comics are good.
Okay, because I was concerned there for a minute. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Don't smile because I like the first comment I see right now. I didn't even click on the comments, but it's just the first one that pops up. Don't smile because it's over. Cry because it happened. For real. I'm gonna like that comment. 100%. Clementine, my suffering is finally over. 100%. 100% on that one. Yeah, I don't want to know his rating. I don't want to know what he thinks about it. I am going to go in completely blind when I get the book. And just like I did with book 2. And I'm going to show it here in person like I did with book 2. Read it with you guys. Show the pages. Do all that. And then give you what I thought. That's what I'm going to do. And then after that, then I'll watch his live stream. In fact, if you guys... I think I did a reaction to his, and I think I did a live stream on that. So if you guys want me to do that again, I'll probably do that again. I think you guys gave me a lot of support on it the first time I did it because it was entertaining to watch
Oh,
him
man.
to watch him shit on it the whole time.
It actually looks like a little kid drew those comics, right? I'm not
It's such a joke, honestly. It really is. It's so bad. Unfortunately, I gotta buy the first 2 books again. Because I think Mr. Heisenberg freaking lost the first 2 books. Which irritates me. You know, I'm not being angry, but you know, it's irritating because it's like I gotta give the bitch more money and I don't want to give her more money.
Yeah, I mean, at least, it's not the worst books to lose in the world.
No, it's not. But I don't want to pay them again.
Well, yeah, true. Why do you want to pay more money for shit books? Yeah.
Now, so I'm going to have all 3 on hand in the stream. Then, we're going to do a wonderful, great stream where we burn them.
Wait, so you're buying them just to burn them? That's great. What the frick?
It's going to be a great celebration stream.
Oh, that's greatness.
And we're gonna have a great time doing it too. You know, like I'm gonna keep them for a bit. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna be right away. You know what I mean? I'm gonna drag it out for a bit, and then we're just gonna have a planned day or something like that, and it's just gonna be a nice, wonderful ceremony.
It's a ceremony.
But it's gonna be hysterical when we throw them in the fire. You know what I mean? We just plant them in there. Die. You know.
Taking a character that was perfectly concluded with season 4 and just frickin' doing that bullshit with them. Like, no,
and that's what burning these books will feel like. It will feel like you ended the suffering. Like if I could do this to every single copy ever made, fucking burn them. You know what I mean? Like it's non-existent. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like, you know what? I burned it. That's what I think about your trash trilogy.
So what kind of trilogy is that?
It's unreal. And then you, not only that, but then you freaking, like you paid off all these bastards and say how amazing this shit is when it's not even close to being average.
Oh, the thing is, I haven't even read the 3rd book yet, and I know it's not good. I would bet money.
I know it's not good either. You better not kill that character off, though. I tell you what, you want to see me rage? I'll fucking rage badly on that shit.
Oh, you know what I'll say, genuinely, if they do end up killing her off, is okay. That's not canon. That's not canon.
Oh, it's already not canon. I'll tell you what, but I tell you what, I will still rage though. I really will. Because it's just the fact that you call it canon, and then if she dies, oh, that's just, you know, even though I don't think it's canon, and a million of you fans don't think it's canon, and I've seen the people on, you know, Down the Bonds community and shit like that, and it's a shit ton of you frickers, you know, a couple 100,000 plus, all saying the same damn thing, not canon, not my ton of time, and so, you know, we're all on the same page here, you know.
Trash comics, man, I'll tell you. I've heard that you're not caught up on the original Walking Dead comics. Now, those, on the other hand, those are stellar comics. Those are real Walking Dead comics.
Yeah, Mr. Dead Walker over there stopped me in the middle of reading that.
Oh my God, right? He needs to let you read it. It's so good.
I know, that's literally what that's what irritated me too. I literally was, you know, I was so irritated at that sorry son of a bitch. I really was.
Bro kisses the ass of the comics, but doesn't let you read the damn comics.
Well, at the time he was freaking bitching to me about some stupid. I don't even remember what the hell it was, but it was something. And he was bitching. He was arguing with me about stupid shit. It was more stupid shit about something else. I don't even remember what it was. But it was an argument that we had before, which I thought we finished, by the way. And freaking called me up to bitch about me again, and I'm just like, what do you want? And he's just bitching about this and that and this and that. I'm like, I'm reading the damn comic. Like, this is the damn comic shit. Well, you could get back to that, but I gotta say all this and this and this, and then he fucking went on, and then that shit went on for hours, and I'm like, actually, you know what? Never mind, I'm reading the damn comic, my fucking attitude is over it now.
Oh yeah, really takes you out of it at that point.
He did. He did. He completely took me out of fucking continuing it. Even after they ended everything like that, and even Mr. Heisenberg, okay, you can get back to me. I'm like, I don't want to read it now. He fucking tired me right out. Like literally, I was dead at that point. I'm like, I don't want to keep reading now. I'm fucking like, nah. I like you. Like I was in the zone. I was in the mood. We were great, having a great time. And then you just fucking called me, and yep, there it went.
Oh my god, man.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, shit. Well, whatever, I guess. Whatever.
Oh man. But yet he compares the frickin' Dead City, which has nothing to do with the comic, the frickin' all that's in the comics and stuff. I'm like, well, bro, holy fresh.
Yeah, right. TV2, yeah. Right, the freaking hands. I know, right? Yeah, the freaking, oh, well, what do you do, right? Yeah, those kind of hands. I'll tell you what. It irritated me, but, again, not hating on you, Dick Walker. Nothing like that. It's just like, damn, bro. It's like, damn, man. Shit. Like, what a way to kill the buzz zone,
Oh, that's so crazy.
It's like, what are the odds that you call me at that time, right as I'm like in the zone and everything like that? You know what I mean? Like, damn, man. Like, I could have gotten pretty damn far, but did I even read any pages? I think I might have run a couple. Like, I was actually getting into this shit. And then he took me right out of it, and then I was just like, I'm tired now. Like, if I go back, I'm gonna freaking fall asleep. Like,
No, but can I talk to you about Tom Holland's Spider-Man, though?
Oh, yeah, no, it could have been on that, actually, now I think about it.
That might have been what it was.
It might have been. It could have been a mixture of a couple things. It could have been a mixture of Walking Dead, Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Tom Holland's Spider-Man might have been the main reason. I wouldn't be surprised. Because evidently we can't let that bastard die, evidently. I'm not excited for that fourth film. I'm just not. I'm really not.
No, it's not Spider-Man to me. That's the problem.
Talking about him not being grown up, and then you got those two characters in it. I'm already like, well, that's they're going backwards, not forward.
Thanks.
You're supposed to move on from those characters, not fucking bring them back. And then continue to be, well, I want to keep being this Spider. No, that's Spider-Man's supposed to grow up. What the fuck?
Nah, so we gotta listen to Dead Walker. This movie is good. Perfect. It's gonna be everything we need, and it's gonna be better than the OG Spider-Man. That's what it's gonna be.
No, nothing will replace his No Way Home. I don't see it. You know what I mean?
No, you mean that trash shit? Fucking.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 movie. As Angry Joe says, 10 out of 10 masterpiece. It's.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's far from it.
In the words of Angry Joe, are you out of your mind?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, he did that again for season 2. I laughed at that. That was funny. That was funny.
Well, I do wish I could stay longer, but I do gotta head out. So
You're good.
Yeah, that'll be that for me.
I hope you guys enjoyed the Walking Dead Thursdays. Hit that like button. I would appreciate it. That'd be awesome having them back. You guys again voted for 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks before the next spinoff, and then during the spinoff, and then 1 to 2 weeks after. So if this gets about, well, you pretty much already hit 5 likes. It gets about a couple more likes, 6, 7, 8. We hit those numbers. I'll probably do another one next week. Maybe at the same time. Maybe Dan can tag along once more, and we can kind of, we might give our last, per se. Maybe we get some predictions for season 3, maybe, of Dead City. But I think definitely we can go over Daryl season 3 predictions.
Absolutely.
And then maybe what we want to see, you know what I mean, in the franchise and other things like that. Could be, other talks. Maybe even kind of give our predictions or give our thoughts on the potential Australia spinoff, or Aaron and Gabriel spinoff, and that's still in the works. Who knows?
All the crazy shit that freaking Gabriel's thinking of.
Yeah, good lord. Hey, I mean, I'm down for it. It's just, you know, you gotta make it worth it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna do it, it better be a damn good story. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't make spin-offs just to make spin-offs.
yeah, it better be something intriguing. Maybe something to, you know, progress the character. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like get the insight from the actors and seeing that. Okay, this would include your character. What do you think? You know what I mean? Like, have their says on it. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones playing the character. You know what I mean? Have their take on it. You know? Because
Yeah.
they're gonna know the character more than you. You know what I mean? Because they're playing the character. You know, and they know where the character left off, so they would know if they where to continue and where not to, and you know all that. So,
Absolutely.
though I don't recommend doing that type of spin-off. I mean, if you're gonna do a spin-off, another one, I'd suggest doing it in like where you involve Ezekiel and a couple of the other characters. I would prefer that actually. That'd be more exciting. Hell, maybe you could have Rick in there, cameo.
If only. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too wishful thinking. Sorry.
Unfortunately, I think we're never seeing that first character again. Besides, like maybe one or two scenes, which that sucks.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do there with those characters, man. Truly.
Yeah. No, this is fun. I'll be down to do another one next week. I can't promise, but I'm pretty sure I'm free around the same time next week. I'll keep you posted on that. But
Okay, let me know.
yeah,
Definitely.
sounds good.
Links for his channel in the description. Check him out. Show him some love. That'd be awesome. Probably continue World Gone Man. You guys got a lot of love in that last one. I appreciate it. Continue. What are we at? Episodes 5 and 6.
Yeah, you gotta see what happens now that Miles found Dave. So.
Yeah. So episodes 5 and 6, 3 and 4 were good. 5 and 6, potentially, maybe tomorrow night. Maybe.
Oh yeah. I'll tune in whenever you do it. I'll definitely be sure to tune in.
So at least within the next day or two, for sure. You guys showed a lot of love, so I appreciate it. So, and then obviously we'll be ready for Fly By Night. So.
Yeah, which will have episode 2 out next Tuesday, so you can
Ooh,
catch it
so
up.
there you go. Beginning of the week. We'll be on point with that. So, yeah, I think and you guys showed quite a bit of support for that one too. Actually, I'd seen it went up pretty good for that one.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, the support for the show in general, I think, has been pretty good. So, if all in all goes well, I mean, I could low-key push it out for a second season. It's very possible.
Right. Oh, let me see here. Oh yeah, Fly By Night. Okay, 79. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Not a bad start for a new series. That's actually not too bad.
Compared to what it first started at, it started off very low for mine. It started off pretty low, but now I've been seeing it gradually started kind of getting a little bit more viewership. I'm like, okay, all right. You guys are getting interested, you know? Okay. And then you guys are loving the World Gone Mad. That's fucking off the damn roof.
World Gone Mad's my bread and butter. That's my main thing. I literally heard people saying they're just like, oh wait a minute, Fly By Night. So does that mean there's no World Gone Mad season 5? I'm like, yes there is. I'm working on it. So.
I love the wait, where's Gone Mad?
I'm like, I'm filming season 5. Literally, I'm filming more of it this afternoon. So there you go.
Oh right, there you go. Hell yeah. So it's like calm yourselves, people. Calm yourselves.
More than likely later this year. So there you go.
That's why we're not rushing the episodes. We're just cruising through them. You know what I mean? We're just cruising through them.
Yeah, because you could get caught up around the time 5 is ready. So that could happen genuinely.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, very well actually. Very well. So all right.
Yeah. I'll let you go for now.
Yes, sir. You
yeah,
take it easy.
bro.
Yeah, you too. Great show.
Have a great one.
Take it easy. Alrighty. Alrighty, yeah, we had a good conversation in this one, definitely. So yeah, hit that like button. Would appreciate that. Hey, what was in the unboxing? Oh, that's the Death Stranding 2 Collector's Edition. So if you are curious, check it out. I think you would like it. I go deep dive into it. It's pretty fun. I suggest checking it out. It's pretty good. I think you'd like it. Had a cool sculpture, or statue. Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool. So see y'all later. That's right. Yeah, appreciate it. Show Dan some love. Links for his channels in the description. Show him love, as well as Heisenberg as well. Appreciate you guys having you guys on, and get a couple more likes, and we'll do another one next week. So stay tuned. Thursdays are back in business, boys. See you guys in the next one. Over and sign out. Peace. I'm doing much less safe.